start streaming, please.
Oh wait, Discord,
working!
everybody.
It's working. Dude, send them to. All right, great. This is working. Send them to youtube.com/daddytracks.
All right, hold on.
No, dude,
All
don't
right,
tell
there
me
we
to hold
go.
on.
Yeah, it's working.
Bro, you
Daddy
know what,
Tracks
dude? Maybe we
Live.
just do this on YouTube from now on, honestly. Honestly. This is just it. I'm calm. I'm calm. I don't know why they're showing the analytics like this. Like, you don't need to put this in my face, dude. I just want the chat. Can I get a little chat, please?
What, the video lytics?
Yeah, dude. It's like, oh, this is how many concurrent viewers are. This is your chat rate. This is your playback.
Shove
The
it in
average
your
watch time.
face.
Yeah. Look at all your numbers. Like, bro, let me just get started, bro. Give me the option first before you shove all that in my face, please. All right, Jimmy, can you point everybody towards YouTube?
Yes, sir. I did.
Beautiful. All right, let me copy that. I'm gonna send it into.
Let me finish this chicken coop video before we start.
Everyone, bro, you gotta type out the web address www.
Ah.
Oh my god, dude. Don't worry, I got it.
Yep.
Hey guys, Twitch is having some troubles, so we're streaming over on YouTube. www.youtube.com/daddytracks. Boom.
Boom. So stupid.
You're stupid. All right, everyone. Boo. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Boom. Velvet Page, welcome, guys. RIP, you're missing my 12-month sub on Twitch tonight. LOL. Yo, what up, hand sandwich? Wait, are you just? Is it a hand between bread, bro? Like, what are we doing here with that?
Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube named Daddy Tax.
Is it really?
Yeah. His name's the Daddy Tax, I should say.
I like that. Daddy Taxaline.
Daddy Taxling.
Jim, did I tell you I got a new username over on Twitch?
No, what'd you do?
I'm not going to reveal it yet, but I think I might change my name.
Are you gonna stay with Twitch? Like, what's the plan on that?
Dude, I don't have a plan, bro. Do I look like the kind of guy that has a plan?
Wow. Careful, you might get DMCA'd for that. That was so accurate.
Well, it was good,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
really. Yeah, that was good.
It's Paul, your nephew. Paul! What's up, buddy? I'm subbed. Dude, I didn't know your name was Hand Sandwich. Welcome, my guy. How are you, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Dude, you should text me sometime. Seriously, text me.
Yes, Paul, text your uncle. Need some love.
I miss him. I don't even talk to anybody in my family.
That's good.
No, it's not, dude. It's not good, which is why I'm telling him to text me. Ass.
I know, I'm joking.
No, you're not joking. You're dead serious. I could tell.
Do you see the seriousness on his face?
Can't you see the seriousness?
I'm frozen on screen on YouTube.
Hence the seriousness. Are you not following along?
Wait, bro, you live? Oh yeah, look how serious you are, bro. Okay, I got you.
I wasn't sure if you were joking on that one.
I got you. You're good now.
All right.
All right, we ready to do this?
Yeah, we're great.
Okay.
What?
Hey guys, are we ready to do this? Yeah, we're great. All right, let's get started.
Did I lose you guys?
I wish I had. No, dude,
Oh, there you
we're just being quiet, because the music's doing the intro thing. We're not supposed to talk.
Oh, my bad.
I always wanted a firm snap. My snap's like not firm. It's like. Actually, it's not firm, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you got girl hands. I understand.
Yeah, I got little hands. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone of all influences and ages, this is the Red Spartan Halo Podcast, your #1 show for discombobulated conversation that ends up going into little rants that go nowhere. That I don't know why you're here, honestly, but the fact that you're here means what, Jim? What's it mean? Go ahead.
It means we're coming for everybody in a good way.
Whoa, dude. What? We're going to get back to that. Tonight, we have a guest. This is one of my
best guests ever.
You're going to interrupt me, dude, when I'm introducing our guest?
Yeah, well, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, dude.
No, I don't want to
apparently you
be
got
rude to our
something to
guest.
say.
I just want to point out a couple bad things about your attitude tonight.
About our guest?
Yeah, you're not being nice to me. But
Dude.
Let's continue.
I forget how I was saying it, dude. It was going so well before. RealMistry is here tonight, everybody.
I would like to enter in and immediately apologize for everything that just happened.
It's definitely his fault, so blame him.
Yeah, blame Canada. We established that just before we started recording.
Yes,
this.
blame Canada, blame whoever you want, just don't blame me.
I hop onto the podcast, everything breaks.
Literally, we have to stream over on YouTube because it just wasn't working with Twitch, and I don't exactly know why. There wasn't like a good reason for it, but it just wasn't working. But here we are.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, RealMistry. He and I go way back in the Halo content creation and just in the Halo world. Mystery, I think my earliest memory of you was doing some free-for-all games, like when we actually met, because I knew of you for a while during Halo 5, but I don't think I actually really talked to you, correct me if I'm wrong, until those free-for-all games. So some of those you put up on your YouTube channel, and like I just remember, dude, you're just infectious, just like positivity and just excitement, and it was like just so much fun to be around you. So I'm really happy to have you here tonight.
Why, thank you. Those YouTube videos are actually up, by the way.
They're still up?
They're still up. They're my first 4 YouTube videos I posted up on
Don't
the
let
RealMistry
Trax
channel.
win. Don't let Trax win. Right?
I think you kept winning every single game that night. It was
so
absolutely insane. We
Jimmy.
had to throw in a couple of rules, like a kill to win challenge, just to kind of slow you down.
It was like this group of friends, and I kind of like snuck myself in there, and they kept trying to stop the one dude from winning, but I kept creeping up in the very end and like kept winning each game. And then finally Mystery's like, yo, dude, we gotta stop Trax. It was actually a really good moment
about
for me.
Trax.
I had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, I don't know. So Mystery, we're happy to have you here. I want to dive into a little bit of your background and talk about you. But first thing I want to do is catch up with you guys. In the last week, we like to talk about whatever games we've been playing. Jimmy, I'm going to go to you first.
What's up?
What have you been playing, my guy?
Warzone.
Yeah, tell me about it. What's
I've
up?
actually been enjoying it.
Sorry, is
What do
that
you
a
mean?
Halo Warzone or a Call of Duty Warzone?
No, Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. Just had to clarify.
Yeah, this is a Halo podcast, but Jimmy is like anti-Halo on the Halo podcast. That's why I actually wanted to have Mystery on, because Mystery is sort of the opposite of Jim. Mystery is like excitable. He's like happy and excited for Halo Infinite, and so I felt like I just needed like a dose of the other side from Jimmy.
Yeah, at some point I have to get the IV bags out of my arms with maple syrup in it. Eventually that'll happen.
So Jimmy, tell me about your runs in Warzone, bro. You having a good
I
time?
actually
Bad time?
won.
What's up?
I won a couple solos by myself. I was pretty happy.
You were playing solos, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
I had a lot of fun with it. I've been having a lot of fun with it, I will say.
Mystery, have you ever? Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
No,
You go ahead. No, you go.
No, I forgot what I was gonna say because you screwed me up.
Well, no,
so.
I forgot what I was going to say. So now what?
Well, you were gonna ask Mystery something.
Mystery, have you ever played Call of Duty Warzone?
I've dabbled in it. I'm not really much of a battle royale kind of guy.
Oh, this is going to be a great.
Sorry.
This is gonna be a
Oh
great
no.
This is going to be a great night. I'm very excited.
Don't
apologize for it, Mystery. Don't
Episodes.
Yeah.
I can't. It's in my blood. I'm Canadian. Leave me alone.
Wait, Canadians don't like Battle Royale?
No, we just say sorry all the time.
You know what's funny about that is that the other Canadian I know, his name is Shadow, and he hates Battle Royale as well. So 2 out of 2 Canadians I know don't like Battle Royale. What's up with that? What's up with you guys not liking Battle Royale?
I don't know. We're pacifists. We use you guys as our army. What? If I'm gonna play plunder, I'm gonna be the one running around grabbing the cash. You guys are protecting me. That's it.
It's actually kind of funny.
I mean, it kind of makes sense with. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, careful, Jimmy. All right, Real Mystery. What have you been playing in the last week? Have you been playing anything the last week?
Well, I mean, I've been streaming. Typically I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I've been streaming a lot of Crash Bandicoot lately.
Plug it. What's the web address?
Twitch.tv/RealMistry, RealMistry. It's on the screen there, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
At the top. Thanks to Daddy Tracks over there.
Let me make this a little bit bigger.
Oh, you can make it bigger?
Yeah,
geez.
Featuring. This is great for anybody who's listening audio, but I'm doing dumb stuff.
You can insert like sound effects of like stretching going on as you're making the text bigger.
That's the stretching effect that's the noise that just came to my head was I don't know. Oh, your name just disappeared. That's good.
Just grab like a rubber balloon and just go to the mic and just start
back in here.
Stretching that thing.
But yeah, so okay, cool. So you've been playing. I'm sorry. What did you say you were playing, dude? I completely.
I was playing. So I'm playing Crash Bandicoot on stream. I'm doing like the time trials for that right now. I played a little bit of Gears 5. I've been dabbling in Halo MCC and Halo 5. Some Black Ops Cold War Zombies. That's about it.
You like zombie mode?
Oh yeah, I prefer zombie mode over. Well,
I love zombie mode in that game.
Yeah, Jimmy likes zombie mode. I'm the only person in the world who hates zombies.
Jeez, I got one redeeming factor from Jimmy. Thank God.
Yeah, that's good. It's good that you guys are starting out in some kind of connection there.
I was a little concerned.
I was too. I called up Jimmy earlier and I was like, Jimmy, just take it easy. I know you don't know him, but you gotta be nice to him.
Since when am I not nice to people on here?
Bro, you are brutal to me. What are you talking about?
I'm brutal to you. What?
Yeah, dude.
You're nice enough to mention that he drove off to Toronto over here.
Yeah. I was connecting with him. You weren't.
Whatever, dude. I don't care. All right. I have been playing nothing but Pokemon Go. That's not true. There's a new Battle Royale game out on Xbox I was playing the other night. You ready for this? I got to Google it because I kind of forget the name of it. Animal Battle... Right, that's it. Super Animal Royale.
Whoa, what? Okay.
It's a battle.
You just made that up right now.
No, I did. I swear to God, it's real.
You typed in super and then it auto-corrected or something, right?
I swear to God, it's a real game. Super Animal Royale, and you can get it on Game Preview on Xbox. It's free right now, and it is a battle royale game with 64 players. It's it's an overview screen in 2D, and you play as animals that pick up like M16s and submachine guns and shotguns and stuff like that.
Oh my
Bro,
lord!
it looks super cute until like you hear the sound effects. Bro, the sound effects are like more like realistic than like on Fortnite. So it's like you're just walking around and it's like sounds like legit guns, but it's like I'm like a little fox. So it's very confusing how this, I'm not sure what audience they're going for, if I'm being honest with you.
I'm looking at pictures of it right now. It was hilarious.
I got my butt kicked, but it was fun to play for a little bit. And then I've been playing Pokemon Go, and Jimmy, there's 3 legendary Pokemon that are out right now in raids: Reggie Ice, Reggie Rock, and Reggie Steel. I got Reggie Ice and Reggie Rock. I still need Reggie Steel, bro.
How close are you? Like, how many more days till you get it?
I have, I think, another week and 3 days to try and get it. So I got to put together a raid or something like that to get that bad boy.
How does that work?
How does what work?
Like getting legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
So okay, do you know anything about Pokemon Go?
I've never played it, actually. I mean, I played the console games. I have not actually played Pokemon Go.
So in Pokemon Go, they use like different areas of interest like artwork or churches or community centers or playgrounds and stuff like that. And there's Poke Stops and then there's Poke Gyms. Okay. And the Pokemon Stops are used to just get items and stuff like that. The Pokemon Gyms are used for battling and some other things. A legendary Pokemon will appear at a gym sort of randomly for about 60 minutes. And during that 60 minutes, you have a window to try and get like 4 or 5 other people together to then battle all at the same time. If you defeat the legendary Pokemon, then you have a chance to try and capture it, which is hard in itself. So it's actually kind of tough to coordinate, if I'm being honest with you.
Sounds like you need to have friends, right, to play this?
You do need to have friends. It's true.
Oh, darn.
You do need
It's a shame. You're screwed.
You do need to have friends. However, right now, because of COVID, they have these things called remote raid passes. And as long as one of your friends is near the gym, then you can you can invite other people to do the raid with you, which is kind of what we've been doing with our community here.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've been having a good time. It's been fun. Okay, let me see. Okay, so yeah, that's what we've been playing. RealMistry, tell me about what you've been up to. Well, you said that you've been streaming. Have you been doing anything on YouTube, or are you primarily just kind of focused on streaming right now?
Well, on the back end, I've been working on some stuff on the YouTube channel, but I haven't exactly uploaded in the past year.
Okay.
As I've mentioned to Jimmy just before the podcast, I was so concerned when he said, "I'm gonna go Google him right now," and I was sitting there like, "God, I didn't know. It's been over a year since I posted something, but
You still have a lot of content on there, so.
oh God,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, one of the great things on the YouTube channel was the Rumble Roulette thing that actually spawned from that one game night we played together, Daddy Tracks.
That was actually really fun. Jim, he had this Rumble Roulette thing where I don't know how you did this, but somehow he created like a program that would literally randomize certain aspects of a game. So Jim, like we would go into a custom game to do free for all, and then there were these different like settings that he would do where like it would pick, okay, primary weapon is going to be this, secondary weapon is going to be this, there's going to be, no shields, or there's going to be no, or damage boost would be this, or gravity. RealMistry, kind of correct me there because I know I probably got a couple different things
right
wrong,
track.
but okay, yeah, so what was cool about it, Jim, is I felt like it was like a fun game mode that like totally should have been in the game itself. And I remember thinking to myself, oh God, this is actually, it was so much fun. It was just like,
That's different.
yeah, it was just like random things removed and added for like a custom free for all. So it wasn't quite like Fiesta where it's just random weapons. This was like randomly you can't jump, stuff like that. It was fun.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
How long ago was this? A year?
It's been a couple of years.
It's been like
I even brought it up to people at the Halo Outpost Discovery that I went to in Chicago a couple of years ago, and that went nowhere. So
that's all right. Pretty much anybody, or pretty much anything that anybody brought up at those Halo Outpost things went nowhere.
Nah, it's fine.
God, I hope they bring those back. I had so much fun at that.
Yeah,
You went
that
to the
was
one in
awesome.
Chicago?
Yeah, I went to the one in Chicago.
We went to the one in Philly. What was it like in Chicago? What was like the vibe of the place?
It was interesting. It was fun. There was a lot of Halo 1 to Halo 3 stuff. I think they were going for a specific theme there. They said that they wanted to focus Halo 1 to Halo 3.
Yeah.
And then if they were going to do another one, they were going to focus more on Halo 4 and 5 and so on.
I didn't know that.
That's what I was told by some YouTubers that I met over there, but I don't know if that's true or not.
That kind of makes sense because it did. Jim, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if we saw anything of the Forerunners there. It was pretty much like the Flood and the Covenant and the humans.
Yes. And all the gameplay tournament stuff was all the older Halos too, as well, for the most part.
Yeah, you're right. It was all Master Chief Collection. There's no Halo 4 stuff, no Halo 5 stuff, because those weren't on the Master Chief Collection at the time. I don't think.
And they were. I think they
Halo
were also.
4 was.
Yeah, I think they were also playtesting Halo Reach on PC at the time as well.
Yeah, you're right. I'm remembering that now. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was, I guess, the summer before COVID hit.
Yeah, right before.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was nice. I had a chance to meet Steve Downs and Jen Taylor and Tim Dadabo.
Oh, nice.
Which was great. So that was cool.
I met a fake Cortana. She was nice.
What's it? Samsung girl? Is that the new meme?
Who was it?
Is it Samsung girl? What they have Samsung has like a new AI or whatever.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they do. She's hot as hell too.
Really?
I think her name is Samantha Samsung, I think.
I can't do it, bro. That's the name of my ex.
Oh.
Can't do it. I literally would not buy a Samsung if I had to say, "Hey Sam," like that would not go over. That would not go over well.
The avatar is pretty good looking.
Why would Sam? Oh, I get it. Sam. No, it's San. Is it Sam or San?
Sam. Samsung.
Samsung.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's why they went with Sam. But whatever. There's literally going to be a small group of people who are like, can't get it. I dated a guy named Samuel. Can't get it. Dated a girl named Samantha. Not doing it.
Pretty much.
What's her name on your phone? Sam.
Yeah, real quick before we get out of the Halo convention topic, Mixer had a whole stage there, right?
Bro, don't remind me of Mixer, dude.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if that was a jab or not.
No, it wasn't. I'm like, because you were on the panel. I forget for what exactly. But,
Who, me?
Yeah.
It was a podcast panel.
Oh yeah, it was a podcast. But
that's when I was doing the. That's when I was doing the podcast with Tasman. We were doing Gaming Under Fire.
Yeah. Right.
And for some reason, Duststorm thought that it was okay for us to do that panel, even though it wasn't a Halo podcast. He's very nice. I miss Duststorm. I gotta connect with him again.
It was just weird that Mixer had that whole setup, and then a year later.
Look, dude, we canceled ourselves, okay? And I told them not to do it, and they did it. They go, "We're not gonna stream unless you fix all this." And then Microsoft was like, "All right, too much of the headache. Get out. We're done. Mixer's done." And everyone's like, "Wait, wait, I'll stream. I'll stream. Don't do that." It was tragic. I know people are like, "Oh no, dude, they were blah blah blah." It's like, no, this was literally a couple days after everybody threatened to boycott the platform. That then they were like, "Okay, Mixer's done." It's like, if you think that had nothing to do with it, I'm sorry, you're just being naive. Mixer partners canceled Mixer. That's what happened. Now, look, maybe Mixer was going to get chopped up eventually. Could very well be. I think it was a little bit too much of a PR nightmare and headache for them.
God bless Mixer. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to bring that up.
R.I.P. Mixer, dude. R.I.P. Let it rest in peace. Okay, let's remember it with reverence and love. Reverence. What? Sounds what?
Nothing. I was gonna say sounds good.
Sounds good, dude. I hate you sometimes. But yeah, dude, they did have a Mixer panel. And promotion, and they talked a lot about Mixer, and then it died. It's such a shame.
I mean,
too.
Speaking of panels, they had a pretty great Fireteam Raven panel.
I didn't get a chance to play Fireteam Raven at the event at Outpost. I still haven't played that.
Oh yeah, it's kind of cool actually.
Yeah, I have some friends who have played it. Even at my work, some people have played it, and they're like, "Yo, dude, did you do it to Fireteam Raven?" I'm like, no. And they're like, "Don't you have a podcast, bro? Shouldn't you have done that?" I'm like, "Relax." Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Relax. COVID. Okay, COVID. Oh, okay. But yeah, okay. Let's move a little bit forward here. Let's move forward. Let's move on from Mixer dying and Halo Outpost, Jimmy. And RealMistry, I want to ask you a little bit. Last week, Jimmy and I talked about some predictions for E3 2021. By the way, it is coming up in 4 days. Well, technically 3, but the panel that we care about is happening in 4 days, where Microsoft is going to show off some stuff about Halo. RealMistry, what are you expecting to see, thinking you're going to see, excited to see? Give it all to me, RealMistry. What are you feeling about this?
This is the moment I've been dreading, right?
Oh, Lord.
What am I expecting to see for E3 on Microsoft's end of the presentation for Halo?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I can only imagine that they are in crunch time right now for Halo Infinite, right? It's usually a couple months.
You sound a little worried about it.
It sounds like me.
Are you picking apart my response?
Yeah, you're starting to sound like Jimmy a little bit. I was looking for some backup here, and it sounds like you're worried.
Well, no, I can't figure out, like, I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen because it's prediction, right? So the only thing I can think of is, yeah, they're going to be doing like a trailer for sure. Probably something campaign related, definitely something multiplayer related, because I know everyone's been waiting for something multiplayer related.
Did you see Xbox's little like screenshot thing, promotion thing for E3 with the Spartans on it?
Right, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think that's why everybody's thinking
cool that they have
multiplayer.
like some Halo Reach characters in there. I think Emil was in there.
Yeah,
I have to pull that up again. I have to
Jimmy,
see
that's the guy with the skull on his helmet.
Stupid.
What do you mean stupid? You said it was so cool last week.
I'm joking.
Jesus.
You're right. You got so mad.
Yeah.
Jimmy flip flops around like he's a magic carp.
So yeah, that skull thing, dude, that's stupid. Yeah,
The real mystery's getting me. I like it.
Yeah, well, why don't you two start a podcast then? I'll just be over here. Dude, I'll do a new show where it's just me and Planky. It's basically just me talking to myself like a crazy person.
Like Tom Hanks in I forgot that movie now.
Yeah, instead of talking
Castaway.
instead of talking to a volleyball, naming him Wilson, I got my Planky Wood. Planky. Yeah, Planky, what do you think about this? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I got no idea. All right, sorry, Mister. I didn't mean to derail you. Just expect that all tonight. By the way, we're just gonna jump.
No, that's fine. So the other thing I'm thinking that they'll probably end up doing is maybe showing off the new, like, the Halo designed Xbox ? I don't know if that's something that they would do, because they usually have like a Halo themed Xbox on release of a new Halo game.
That would make sense. That would make sense to reveal. I'm sure they had to have made it, right? Because like they thought this game was going to come out like right when the Xbox Series X was coming out, so it would make sense that there was going to be Halo Infinite versions of the Xbox Series X.
Right. I mean, yeah.
But you know what? I'm actually thinking about that a little bit more. Do you really think that they held on to a supply of Xbox Series X's when nobody could get them?
They could have.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I want to know. I want to know what happened there. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Right. That's something I was thinking, but all I'm doing is hoping that like we don't kill Atriox in the first 5 minutes of the game, among many other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jimmy. What are you gonna say?
Now, I have a lot to talk about on this part. I have a renewed sense of worry for Halo Infinite, but I'll get to it after Real Mystery. So,
all right.
You had me kind of curious with this big team battle 2.0 when you mentioned it on the podcast last time.
Yeah.
And I also loved your rendition of what Microsoft, or at least Bonnie Ross hopping on and doing like the.
This is Halo Infinite. In Halo Infinite, you will be put into a Spartan. You will feel like a Spartan. This game is going to give you incredible moments in battle. Dude, they have that pace. It's like exactly that same pace.
Do we know if people are going to be there for the E3 presentation, or is it just going to be online like last year?
I don't know, actually. I have no idea.
Because if that's the case, you're not going to have a clap unless they decide to insert a studio clap or something.
Oh, dude, that would be so funny, bro. It's just like a live sports when you see all the cardboard people in the stands and then you hear all this cheering. It's like, that's not real cheering, and we all know it. What are we doing here?
Or you just have Bonnie Ross with like a button or something while she's explaining the
She has a clap button.
It's just a big button that she's pressing.
It's just a cameraman clapping. So it actually sounds like that.
Get like a couple of people around the camera just clapping. There you go.
Dude, it's like those late night shows when like there's no audience, but like people are laughing at the jokes, but there's only like 3 people who are actually laughing.
There you go. I think we're on to something here. Now we're really predicting E3 here.
Yeah, if they need help setting up an event, I got some ideas for them. Okay, yeah, so you're hoping, now you're saying it with Halo Infinite, you're hoping they don't kill Atriox in the first 5 minutes. I'm assuming that's a sort of a reference to when they killed off Jewel and Dama in the beginning of Halo 5, treated him like he wasn't even a character.
Was a jab. That was a jab there on that. Yep.
What do you think that was about? Why would they do that?
I have absolutely no idea, but it was not the best idea in the world, because now all of a sudden when you have the Arbiter fighting for Sanghelios, he's fighting what?
Right. Who?
Nothing, really.
Who? Jim, imagine in Lord of the Rings if, like, in the very beginning of The Return of the King, they killed Sauron. And it's like, well, what are we going to do for the rest of this movie? Who are we fighting? What is that? What is even happening here? Like, in the first 5 minutes, Sauron's dead, but then you still have a 2-hour movie that you need to make.
And then at the end, they reveal that, what's the other guy's name? Is the bad guy? What's Gandalf's friend's name?
Saruman.
Yeah, Saruman.
The White Wizard, yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, he's a bad guy out of nowhere.
Well, he does become a bad guy, though.
Are you talking about?
There was build up to that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like a lot more.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
Like Cortana becoming a villainous was kind of out of the blue.
Yeah, that was kind of out of the blue. Now that I remember that.
Be a cold turkey way of doing it.
Yeah,
it's pun intended, by the way.
It's like, why did we kill off this guy in the very beginning of the game? Yeah, so I don't know. I hope they don't kill him off right in the very beginning. Dude, I'm worried, dude. I'm worried because of, like, the different writers and the different directors, and I'm just hoping this campaign comes together cleanly. Because I know that they kind of want to do, like, a spiritual reboot at the same time they're continuing the story. So in all of that, I don't know what that means and what it's going to look like.
Yeah, we probably won't know until it comes out.
Let me ask you a question, and Jim, I want you to chime in here too. How would you feel if you go through Halo Infinite, right, and 3/4 of the way through, Chief finds out the only way to save Cortana is to do something, I don't know, some kind of time traveling thing, and Chief dies, he sacrifices himself, and then Cortana ends up going back in time somehow, back to when she, pre-Covenant War, and basically they like reset the entire franchise, and then you begin the franchise, and the only character who's like actually the same one as Cortana, but then like she's actually Cortana's, and then like meets up with Chief and meets up with the UNSC, and then basically new events play out, but they reboot the entire franchise that way. Jim, how would you feel if they did that?
That'd be kind of a cop-out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you'd basically just be erasing everything they did over the last 20 years.
I'd be sitting there thinking, yeah, they better have a heck of a plan to turn this around.
Right. It actually might not be bad if they have a decent plan with it, but that seems like a cop-out. Like they just gave up and are like, let's just go the cheap way like movies do.
RealMistry, what do you think about that? What do you think about a time-traveling thing to reset the entire franchise?
I mean, I would have so many questions. Just so many questions. I don't even think it even makes sense in the world that they've built so far.
Yeah,
and there's like still so much more that can be done with Halo.
There's no time traveling up to this point, and then all of a sudden they're just like, oh yeah, Forerunner, time travel. And then Master Chief gets to sacrifice himself, and then everything just goes back. There's a part of me that's rooting for that, because I'm just wondering,
can we not put these ideas into their heads, please?
How does this story just continue? Because look, all these good moments, like all these amazing moments, the Human Covenant, like how many times can you save the world before it's just not exciting anymore? You get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. It's dead. That's what I said before.
It's not dead. Jim, you've watched 20 Marvel movies where it's the same plot every single time. Shut your face with this. It's dead.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
they're
dead.
excellent at creating new oppositions. You know what I mean? Like there's new struggles and new new enemies.
Okay, so both of you are right in a way. It's not the struggle and the enemy that is making Marvel that's great. It's actually the different kinds of movies that they're making, where you have like a thriller superhero movie, right? And then you'll have like, your comedy superhero movie, your heist superhero movie, and so on and so forth.
Right. That's a good way to put it.
But the villain is still copy paste.
Right.
That's an interesting idea. What if like we spread it out, got some different genres, made that horror Halo game that everybody wants?
Thank you. Thank you for someone getting there.
Did a survival Halo game.
They had a whole Halo universe. I just understand how they can't come up with ideas. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, they come up with ideas, Jim. It's just they're not great ideas, it seems.
Well, we have ODST, we have Halo Wars, and then we have the typical Halo games, right? Your Master Chief stories.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
But if you got the whole Forerunner history back there. If you want to go dabble in Forerunner history, why don't you do that at some point?
Jim and I spent some time talking about the Forerunner Flood War, and I thought that there's a lot of really cool things from that would make for some excellent games. Like if you had a trilogy of Forerunner games where you're basically just like taking on the Flood onslaught. Like, I actually think that would make for a really decent, also / depressing kind of dark story. Jim, imagine Star Wars Rogue One, but it's like over the course of like a trilogy of games.
Left 4 Dead, Forerunner trilogy.
Yeah, really.
What I mean by that is like, it's just like, where this is going. Everybody's going to die.
Well, real quick, because I was going to say combining universes, but this is going to sound stupid.
What do you want to combine Halo with?
So, I don't know if you heard this news, bro, but they're trying to combine Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park.
No.
Okay.
Get the hell out of here.
I can't imagine that's true. No way.
I'm not joking. Paramount is.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. I love the Fast and Furious movies. Those are it's a guilty pleasure. I love them. If they did Fast and Furious and they got these cars like driving around these dinosaurs, dude, I might actually go for that.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
I actually don't hate that idea at all. That's kind of exciting to me.
I heard, but I was thinking of a crossover with another universe, but that's like a separate thing. I'm just saying, like, there's so much in that universe. I mean, they could create a whole new alien species that's like a protagonist or an antagonist. You know what I mean?
Well, but we also have throughout the entire like Halo releases, we have little sprinkles of things that can still come to fruition here. You have Spartan Ops with Halo 4, right? You can make a whole trilogy based off of the Fireteam Crimson Squad, where your Spartan is part of that team. You got Halo 3 ODST, which you play as ODSTs. That's where you can fit in your battle royale, right? Not just that. Firefight is something that it brought in too.
I love when you talk about royale.
No, look at RealMistry bringing everything in together, Jim. We should have had him on the podcast like months ago.
I think last week, Jimmy, you mentioned a crossover with some other armors or something like that, or like other franchises that you can do.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't Microsoft recently buy over Doom?
Oh yeah.
It's a good point.
Dude,
right? Not
what
that,
if we combine?
Gears of War had a crossover with Halo.
Let's combine Halo and Doom and send Master Chief into hell.
Oh my god. But yeah.
But yeah, from what Mystery is saying,
I thought I lost you guys.
Like when it comes to like skins for Halo multiplayer, that would be kind of cool to have the Doom guy and have some of the other franchises. Not only that, but dude, they just bought Bethesda, right? So getting some like power armored characters from Fallout would be pretty cool to put in there. There
you go. These are crossovers that can happen.
Dude, Mystery is here just to save us, Jimmy.
Sorry, I was just laughing really hard.
Look at him bringing all the ideas together. This is kind of amazing.
Oh, I appreciate it. I have. Here's the thing. I'm really worried about Halo.
Hold on. Before you do that, before you get into that, I want you to hold it, Jimmy. RealMistry, is there anything else about E3 that you're thinking about or is on your mind?
I just hope it's one hell of a presentation.
Yeah, same here.
It's got to be one hell of a presentation because if I'm correct, you mentioned that we're not going to get any news until the release at that point, right?
I don't think so.
They have to put all their cards on the table and show us what's going on now.
Microsoft, put it on the table. Let us see it all. Let us see it. Right, Jimmy?
I agree. I want to see it because. Can I continue what I was gonna say yet? I'm like, I feel like a dog on a leash right now.
Now you can. Well, I just wanted Mystery to be able to finish this thing because I'm sure that you're gonna say what you're gonna say and then we're gonna respond to it. So I just wanted Mystery to get everything out about E3. Go ahead.
Well, it kind of goes into what I'm talking about. So I know this is Halo podcast, but I just watched the Battlefield trailer for the new game that's coming out, and I think it looks so freaking awesome.
I haven't seen it.
I think they did an amazing job with it. It was probably.
Let me pull it up right now. Let me watch it as you're talking about it.
Got a new trailer that came out?
Yeah, 2040 Battlefield. Dude, it is bad. It looks so good. And they made social media moments in the game, like videos that went viral. They put that in the trailer itself. It was so cool. I never seen a company do that like that. And I think they should. I haven't seen a game trailer that got me excited in a while, and this is the first one in a
so
while.
So the trailer just got you excited? That's what you're bugging out about?
Yeah, dude. The gameplay is gonna be 128 people. Dude. 120 people on PC and the next gen consoles.
Dude, that's pretty wild, actually.
That's nuts. Absolutely crazy.
Now, what is it about it that like I'm watching it right now? What about this? I'm seeing like a bunch of explosions and stuff like that. You know, tell me what was it that really captured you with this trailer?
It was towards the end when they're in the city and whatnot, and then towards the end there's a jet flying, and they literally copy and paste it a moment from the video game that people have into the trailer. Is when there's. Let me know when you get to it, because it's so bad.
5-minute long trailer. I'm probably not gonna be able to watch the whole thing. Yeah, let me skip over to the end here. There's a tornado.
There's weather in it now too.
There's weather,
but I think that has to deal with Battle Royale, the Battle Royale version.
The Battle Royale has a tornado in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I see a tornado. It's sucking up a bunch of people. I mean, that's kind of a neat idea, just because it seems very different.
Go back to the part where the Ace Combat looking airplanes are flying.
Ace Combat looking airplanes are
flying. Like I don't know, F-18.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. All right. I'm watching this. I'm watching a helicopter crash right now into a building. It falls, and now I got some Ace Combat jet planes. Now
watch what he does.
Yeah, but Jimmy, this is just a cinematic trailer. This isn't gameplay.
No, I know it's not gameplay, but they copied what happens in the game as a trailer. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so he just jumped out of the jet, shot a bazooka at the plane behind him, and then he just jumped back in his own plane. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
You're right. You're 100%. I know exactly what you're saying right now.
Same thing with the helicopter and the ATV on top of the roof, with the ATV jumping off the roof into the helicopter.
I get what you're saying. That's something that would happen in Battlefield, where you could kind of jump out of your vehicle, take somebody else's, kill them real quick, and then so they took some of the aspects of the game and then like put it in the trailer. That's not realistic, only can happen in the game, and only really happens in this game.
Yes.
It would kind of be like this is kind of like a not exactly the same thing, but like if there was a trailer for Halo and you saw this cinematic stuff, and then randomly one of the Spartans started teabagging another player. It's like something that happens in the game, and they're showing it to you in the trailer. I mean, this is very different, obviously, but
I thought it was badass.
That is badass. Yeah.
Because I remember seeing those videos, especially on like TikTok and whatnot. I remember seeing the video, a Battlefield video of a guy in a jet. He jumps out, and then he has an RPG and shoots the RPG at another jet and jumps back into his jet. I was like, that's so badass.
That is really badass. I mean, that was really cool. Fire Mage in the chat says Battlefield 2042 has me more hyped than Halo Infinite at the moment. Why? Because 343 hasn't released anything.
Yeah, I can see that. Battlefield, it looks good, dude. It looks really good.
I'm not gonna lie, and Mystery, tell me if you disagree with me. I'm a little bit confused and just sort of baffled at the marketing for Halo Infinite. I'm a little confused. I feel like they haven't shown much. They've shown a little bit, but is there something to this idea that they just haven't been able to really get people hype for this game?
I mean, I can't blame you, but also I can't blame them, because everything is so scattered right now. Like, story-wise, everything's scattered. Multiplayer-wise, everything's scattered. You know just as well as I do how split the community is right now.
Yeah.
With everything going on, multiplayer, any announcement that pops out, it's extreme toxicity.
Right. Is there sprint? Yes or no? Boom. Half the people are upset about it.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you had like 50 people just jump in right now just after you saying that and going on and chat about that.
I mean, that is a weird thing about Halo that I'm not sure actually exists in other communities. And I don't know if it's because I'm just too close to Halo, but like the idea of grenades getting hit markers is such a debated topic in Halo. And I'm thinking to myself, like, does that happen in other games? Do people go like, oh yeah, dude, this one little thing with the grenade, like what the heck? And like I actually understand the point of it for why people are upset about it or not upset about it. But I just wonder if like either I'm too close to Halo and that's why it seems so toxic, or is it really just like Halo just has an impossible, and here's part of the problem. Does Halo have an impossible fan base to please because every iteration of Halo has just been so different.
I can agree with that.
Jim, let's talk about, or if we think about Battlefield, right? The biggest difference between Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 5, or Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, is one takes place in modern day, the next takes place in World War I. The gameplay is pretty much identical. It's just different weapons, different skins, different characters, different time period, right?
Yeah.
And so the trailer that we just saw, Jim, it's like, it gets us hyped, right? But that's something we've seen before. They're not showing off some brand. I mean, the tornado thing is new, right? But like the gameplay hasn't fundamentally shifted. Whereas in Halo, we've had freaking sprint, no sprint, armor abilities, less armor abilities. We've had loadouts, no load. It's like so much changes from game to game to game. You've now basically created 6 or 7 different fan bases of Halo, and then you're trying to come out with a game to make everybody happy. It seems impossible.
Bro, imagine if they made a trailer like we just watched in Halo, but instead of obviously Battlefield, it was the guy, the Halo Spartans on the Warhog, and they get blasted and the Warhog goes flying. How sick that would be.
You just want a good trailer for Halo Infinite.
They need to step up. They have all this competition coming out. They haven't come out with anything, and I'm just afraid it's gonna be the same game. And like, you know this, you know my opinion on this.
Yeah,
they haven't put out anything. I haven't seen anything awesome about it. Like it's dying to me. To me, Halo is dying.
When it comes to getting hype about Halo Infinite, I agree with you. Yeah. They haven't had a lot of exciting things to get the general gaming
and I hate being
base
negative about it, but
excited.
They gotta step their game up. I mean, Call of Duty is, after they released the whole Battlefield thing, Call of Duty is like, hey, we're releasing a whole new map and all this new stuff.
You can even compare this to Halo 5, right? In Halo 5, you had commercials, Hunt the Truth, and you had these cutscenes of Master Chief and cutscenes of Spartan Locke, and Spartan Locke was hunting Chief, and Chief is running around and he gets killed, but then you find out in the next commercial, no, he's not dead, he's actually alive, and he and the other Spartans have gone rogue. Like, there were commercials, there was...
And that had nothing to do with the game.
Had nothing to do with the game at all.
Nothing to do with the game.
They clearly took the story and kind of crumbled it up, threw it out, and then came up with something different. I think last minute, not last minute, but at some point, I think they changed what the story was going to be. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, we haven't had those commercials for Halo Infinite.
Nothing.
We haven't.
Absolutely nothing.
No, you're not wrong about that. I don't know, Mystery.
Except for a brief gameplay that looked like similar to other gameplays. Like, come on.
Well, part of it was to like, hey, this is a spiritual reboot, so we want you to feel the Halo 1. So like, there was a conscious effort to make this feel like more of an open world Halo 1. I mean, I think that was on purpose, but I think it does have that effect that you're talking about, where it's like, oh, okay, well, this is just another Halo game.
Right.
Okay. May I ask?
Jump
Jimmy,
in, Mystery.
Did you watch the Halo 5 Guardians, like,
Get him, Mystery.
Like the trailer?
Get him.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the trailer. I thought it was badass. I thought
the Fire Team Osiris when they were going down like the mountain and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's like that's the intro cinematic, right?
Correct.
If they did something like that for Halo 6, how would you feel? Or Halo Infinite?
They would have to show something totally different. Like
totally different from what's in the game?
Did you watch the Battlefield trailer that we were talking about?
No, I didn't watch it yet. I was going to watch it after the podcast.
Something very similar in the beginning of the Battlefield trailer. But like, that's all cool cinematic shit. I'm totally fine with that. But I want to see something different that they're going to put into the game, like, or match up gameplay to the trailer like they did with Battlefield. I just want to see something that's just not like a cookie cutter of all the other Halos. And how I determine that is I think that they'll come out with either the whole Big Team Battle 2.0 or a Battlefield or a Battle Royale, I'm sorry. And if they show a Battle Royale in this, I don't think they will. Well, who knows? We'll see. If they show a Battle Royale of some sort, I think I'll actually be a lot more excited to play the game. That's just my opinion.
I don't think we're getting Battle Royale.
I can't. Okay, so with Battle Royale, I can't picture it working for Spartans.
I agree. It would have to be like ODST, right?
I don't think
that's the only way I can picture it. Yes,
I can totally see it with Spartans, though.
You can?
Oh yeah, totally. That's the other thing that Halo has a problem with is like they have to try and fit everything into the lore, and that's like
they screwed that one up big time.
It's another handicap they have. They really do. It's another handicap they have.
The second they announced that, I was like, no, why are you doing this?
Yeah, like when they, ever since the decision to turn multiplayer into a lore-based thing, where it was like, oh, these are the war games. It's like, well, you've now kind of like put yourself in a corner here where, you know, you can't do fun and outrageous skins without people going like, this wouldn't be in the world. This wouldn't be in the world. And like, if you're trying to immerse the campaign and the multiplayer kind of together into one thing, I feel like it's sort of limiting in a way. I don't think that it actually really helps anything, if I'm being honest.
I mean, it's cool for the first 5 minutes when you're thinking about it, but
exactly.
That's it.
It's cool to think, oh, the multiplayer exists in the campaign. That's the end of it being cool. That's the end of it being cool. Like,
Real
okay,
quick,
cool.
I forgot to mention, Battlefield is not launching with a campaign. It's just all multiplayer.
Yeah, that might be a mistake.
I don't know. Are campaigns as viable as they were?
When Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign, they suffered because of it.
Oh, really?
That's why that's why Modern Warfare had a campaign.
Does Battlefield campaigns have like a continuity? Like, are these characters like coming back around at some point, or like ancestors of these characters coming back?
No, but usually the Battlefield battles have been like real battles in history.
Oh, okay.
That you can play.
Right.
Now, I mean, 2042, you know, I don't know what's actually happening there, so it's kind of weird to do a whole, hey, here's the future and here's the battle from it. So they can kind of play around and do whatever they want with that, but generally, I believe, and I could be wrong, Battlefield has purposefully sort of done like accurate battles in history. And that has been that's why people are so pissed off in Battlefield 5, where they showed, you know, a whole bunch of people on the front lines who wouldn't really be on the front lines, and like, why does this chick have a missing arm but it's replaced with like a robotic arm? That wouldn't have happened in World War II. That's why people were like upset about that kind of stuff. But you know, I don't like, that's part of the draw for Battlefield is a a more realistic battle game on these large, you know, battlefields. And Halo, look, I don't think that Halo needs to copy these other games. Jim, I think you're right. In terms of marketing, I think that Halo is not doing a good enough job at getting people hyped. I totally agree with you there. And I think the idea of doing some kind of cinematic trailer that shows some gameplay would be a really good idea. And I think that they do need to put something out there that is new and exciting, and, you know, show the next evolution of Halo and show us why it's worth playing 100%.
Exactly. And that's what they need to say at this conference. Exactly what you just said. Like, hey, this is what we're doing. We need to show this. Like, they have all, like, as a business, I'm looking at this as a business perspective too, not just Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want to keep the franchise alive and keep it going, you're going to have to make some changes, in my opinion.
Here at 343, we believe
Here we go.
in evolving and changing. And that's why in Halo Infinite, we have new groundbreaking things to talk about. Jim, this goes out to you. If you're dude, that'd be so great if she just addressed you. Jim, we have heard your feedback, and we are pleased to announce a brand new thing coming to Halo Infinite.
That would get so much attention. The Battle Royale for Halo would get so much attention.
You're not doing a Battle Royale, bro. It's just not going to happen.
Right. But don't you think it would happen because it's so something they want to do?
Because it's a business. Here's the thing. I don't think they want to do it. I don't think there's enough people at 343 who want a Battle Royale. Because honestly, I think we would have gotten one. I think we would have gotten something. I think we would have heard of something before 2021. Keep in mind, Battle Royale exploded in 2016. They're going to wait 5 years? 5 years?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that if they wanted to jump into the Battle Royale game, then honestly, I'm not sure why Microsoft didn't like go to another studio and say, hey, here's Halo skin. Make a Battle Royale, please.
That's fair.
I'm still surprised they didn't do that.
Did you want a Battle Royale for Halo?
Not for Halo Infinite, no.
Now give us your stance on it. Why don't you? Hold on. I'm going to name the 3 different categories of people who are out there. It's people who want a Battle Royale. They want it in the game. People who don't want a battle royale, no, don't put that in the game. And then there's people who don't play battle royale, but they're like, yeah, I don't care if it's in it. Where do you stand?
That third one.
All right, so you don't care about a battle royale, but if it's in the game, no big deal.
Yeah, I know I lost some brownie points from Jimmy, but you know what? I'll take what I can get.
No, you're fine.
I actually think that you gained some some brownie points, because there's some people who don't want a battle royale because they don't like it, and they're like, no one else can have it. It's like, well, dude, what is your problem here? So the fact that you're kind of like, yeah, I don't play it, but if it's in it, I'm not going to be mad about it. Like, there's some people who are actually mad at the idea of them doing a battle royale.
I just don't see a problem with it if it's separate. If it's a separate from the game, I understand taking the effort off of the regular game to put in the battle royale.
Dude, they got 700 employees. They should be able to spare a team of people to make it.
Right, 100%. I agree.
I mean, Microsoft is a $1 billion company. We could outsource this stuff.
They're a $1 billion company because of Xbox Game Pass. They got plenty of cash. They got plenty of cash.
And all of this can be outsourced.
Exactly.
They already outsourced what? Halo Wars to what is it, Ensemble?
Halo Wars made by no, who is it?
It's someone else now, right? It was Ensemble for Halo Wars 1.
Jimmy, who's the people who made Rome Total War? Critical Assembly, is that them?
Yes, I think.
I think that was them.
There was another one. Hold on.
I think they're the maybe it is Ensemble. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Creative Assembly, that's it. What did I say?
Yeah.
Creative Ensemble.
I thought you said sort of, yeah.
Right, so you got that one franchise that's already up and running, right? Why can't we outsource? Like, who is responsible for doing some of the stuff for like the Halo 2 DLC stuff that came out? They outsourced that too.
They did, yeah.
Right? Was it Infinity Ward or some employees from there? I don't remember, but like they also outsourced. They also outsourced some stuff for Halo Reach DLC as well.
They also outsourced the entire Halo 4 multiplayer. Like, we could hire some other people to do stuff.
Right, so not everything has to rely only specifically on 343 Industries.
100%. Totally agree with you.
And this also going on to this expanded universe, if you will, for Halo.
Yeah. Like, why not get the guys who just did The Medium and The Blair Witch and have them make a horror game for Halo? Like, come on, there's some stuff we can dig into.
Yeah, you can do that. Like, what would it look like for a human to be on Earth while the flood is attacking, and they don't know nothing about the flood?
Oh my God, that'd be wild.
Right? You'd have to worry about stamina. You would have to worry about maybe some kind of armor or something. Right?
That'd be an awesome first movie too.
Make it like Dead Space level horror, but like with the flood, dude. That's what I want.
Can you imagine a Halo movie? The first Halo movie is about the flood.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be sick, dude.
That'd be awesome.
Right, and you got a very strong bad guy right now in the name of Atriox.
They need to get him out more, because like Jim, do you know who Atriox is?
I will. I don't recognize. I don't recognize
exactly. That's a problem. That's a huge problem, because he is a really cool bad guy, but the general gaming community doesn't know about him.
Exactly. He could be a Thanos to the Halo universe right now.
He's very Thanos-like. Very Thanos-like. 100%. He's like a bad guy, and you watch him, and you're like, oh, he's kind of cool.
Okay.
Oh, I kind of like this guy. Jim, there's a great trailer for Halo Wars 2 that introduces Atriox, and it's one of the best.
I feel like how do you spell it?
The run little demons, or are you talking about the one where like you have Captain Cutter and like Atriox walking? It's
where they walk towards each other.
Like that was a fantastic trailer.
It might be one of my favorite gaming trailers of all time.
Oh, here we go. I found it.
Yeah, Jim, go ahead and watch that for a second and watch the bad guy in it.
Yeah, I'm seeing him now.
Like, he's a cool bad guy, dude. He has a swagger to him, dude, and his story is awesome.
Negan swagger.
Yeah, dude, he has a Negan swagger. he's like Negan and Thanos, but in the Halo universe.
Okay.
So, but then also they've already done the whole like, and you have dialogue in Halo Wars 2 saying that Atriox was the Covenant was fighting the humans at the same time as they were fighting the Banished.
Right.
Right, and that's got to account for something, right? If you have the Covenant focusing their forces both on humans and the Banished, that means the Banished is a threat. And they have to turn their attention to that as well.
Right. 100%.
Otherwise, they would have just wiped them out and gone towards the humans and start fighting the humans.
Right. And it's not it has not been communicated enough to the general gaming community of who the bad guy is. Like, I think if you ask people right now, hey, who are the humans fighting? Like, general gaming, like, I think before, the idea of humans versus the Covenant or against the Flood, I think like most gamers like knew that, but I don't, like, people just don't know right now, and I just feel like that's such a fault of the marketing and like getting the word out. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I feel like there's not enough of an outreach almost.
There's that, but there's also a lack of a plan. Sorry for interrupting, Jimmy, but yeah, there's also a lack of a plan because
why don't you go into that a little bit more? What's your observation there?
I was thinking, like, when you play Halo 1, Halo 2, and Halo 3, right? You have like Halo 1, it started off, right? Then Halo 2, you have who's the main villain in Halo 2? You got the Prophets and you got Tartarus.
Right.
Here in Halo 3, you carry on with who is the main villain? The Prophet of Truth, right? Which was carried over from Halo 2.
Correct.
Right? When you go from Halo 4 to Halo 5, you have what? The Didact, and then I don't know what happens to the Didact because I have to read a comic book to understand what happened there.
Yeah, Jim and I talked about that too. Yeah, you go from the Didact to then Cortana?
Right, to Cortana out of nowhere. Now you brought up Halo Wars 2 and you bring up the...
But then also the Covenant at the same time, who are being led by who? Like, yeah, it's very...
Jul and Dama, right? Who's the hand of the Didact.
Who dies in the first 5 minutes, right? So it's like, what is happening here?
Exactly, everything got shattered, everything got scattered, and now all of a sudden Cortana is evil. Somehow. We don't know how. We don't know why. Right? But now you have Atriox. And Atriox can be that force to carry over 3 more games for all I know, for all I care. We could have a whole thing where it's now become, instead of a world thing, it's a whole bigger universe thing. I don't know. A time travel thing. There you go.
Yeah, let's just blow everything up and go back in time.
Just blow everything up. Just let them demolish everything.
Let's go back to where Cortana's not wearing this new spacesuit that she has. I'd be happy with that. Yeah,
I'm looking at this guy. He looks pretty badass.
I'll give you that. Badass, but Jim, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Well,
it kind of. You're not gonna like this, what I'm about to say, but
dude, if you say, I think that you judge Halo harder than you judge any other franchise.
Well, I'm gonna say that Microsoft is not good with marketing, as you can see what happened to Mixer.
Well, I don't know. No, Mixer can't. I think that's different. Mixer canceled
but they're still behind Mixer.
What are you talking about?
Mixer fell, right?
I'm not sure what that has to do with Halo, but keep going.
No, it does. I'm just saying, like, as far as Microsoft with these companies, I don't know if they're as good. Wait, no.
Yeah, Microsoft also owns Xbox, which is doing just fine.
Yeah, I was about to say. All right, disregard what I'm saying.
They also own Windows, which does pretty good.
Yeah, I guess.
They also own Skype, which isn't, it's doing all right.
Yeah, but you think that they would... You're right. You think they would put some type of more marketing into it, like a better marketing strategy of some sort.
And I'm not sure if it's Microsoft or if it's Xbox. Like, this could be an Xbox thing, which is owned by Microsoft. So ultimately, it goes to Microsoft, right?
It's responsible. Microsoft's responsible for marketing, right?
Well, no, I mean, it's within Xbox's department. So really, we should be blaming Xbox a little bit more, I think. But we say Microsoft because Microsoft is the parent company. It would be like, well, Sony's a little bit different, but it would be like, and Nintendo's owned by itself. We're saying Microsoft, but really it's Xbox. But Xbox has plenty of dollars from Microsoft, so they're not totally disconnected.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like it's not like all the guys at Microsoft are like, let's not do this for Halo. It's definitely Xbox people.
Okay, that's fair. Because like I think they're making good trailers for Battlefield and Call of Duty. Like what's up with Halo? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Who knows? And look, maybe we'll get something. Maybe this Sunday we'll get something really good. And then maybe a week from now the conversation's a little bit different. But I don't know. You're right. Battlefield just came out with the trailer and saying, "Hey, tune in next week. Tune in at E3 because we got some cool stuff coming. You're going to see some gameplay." Like, why isn't there a thing like that for Halo? Jim, like, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think you're being a little harder than I am, but like in principle,
I'm definitely being harder.
In principle,
sure.
I'm with you for sure.
Right. Only reason I'm harder because I lost my taste for Halo. That's all. and I want it back.
And that's the point of this podcast. What is 343 doing to get Jimmy to play Halo Infinite? Are they doing enough?
And guys like me too.
Right, and old Halo fans who are looking for a reason to get excited about Halo Infinite.
Right.
Not the hardcore fan base like me and Real Mystery. Real Mystery, is there any doubt in your mind that you're going to sink hundreds of hours into Halo Infinite?
No doubt.
Right, no doubt in my mind either. But like they could do anything, and I would do that. Jimmy is the old Halo player. Played thousands of hours of Halo. Isn't playing Halo right now. Is 343 going to be able to convince people like Jimmy to come back to Halo? So far, no dice.
Like, I don't like Call of Duty at all, but I enjoy the Call of Duty Warzone.
You
Battle Royale.
hated Call of Duty.
I hated Call of Duty. It was the worst game.
I played so much Call of Duty, could not get you into it.
No.
But Warzone comes out and
Warzone is awesome.
Crushes.
Right. And I just think Halo, with the Halo universe, they have so much potential to do so many cool things with a Battle Royale or some type of something similar to it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not taking advantage of it. So
Mystery, let me ask you a question. Do you think that this is a problem with 343, or do you think this is a problem with them getting their hands tied by people at Xbox who are like, no, don't do this, just try and focus on mainline Halo games? Like, how come we haven't gotten a bunch of spinoffs in between 2011 and 2021?
I think it's probably lack of a plan and trying to catch up, trying to fill the boots of what Bungie already established in a Halo universe, right? Because like they started pretty strong with Halo 4. The problem I have with Halo 4 is that I have to do a lot of research to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I have to read a lot of books.
Right.
Most people can pick up Halo 3, even if they haven't played Halo 1 and Halo 2, and understand what's going on.
Right.
Right, because like you start off in the forest. You crash land in the forest. Right. You get a little bit of exposition from Johnson about what's going on with the Human Covenant War. Right. Right.
Then Cortana's from there absent. We got to get this lady Cortana back.
Immediately, straight off the bat, and then you go over to a UNSC base, and the villain of the game reveals himself on the big screen or whatever, and he basically catches you up on what's going on in the
within 2 levels, you know everything that's happening.
When do you meet the Didact in Halo 4?
Halfway, 3/4 through the game.
It's like 4 missions in.
Yeah.
And then from there, what is he doing? He's scanning things. I don't know why he's scanning things, but he's scanning things.
He's just scanning everything.
And then
it doesn't make sense because this is like his little world that he was put on, so you'd think he, might know something about it.
Right, and then out of nowhere, he's got this idea of composing everybody. Huh? You want to digitize everyone?
Right.
Why?
The motivations aren't clear. It wasn't a well-written game. The Master Chief and Cortana part was well done, but the rest of it,
I can agree with that.
It was almost like there was like this little odd love story, but everything else aside from like that direct part was very confusing. It was very confusing.
And yeah, and then you end off there. You do Spartan Ops. Then all of a sudden you got Halo 5, which I don't even know where to start.
Also, it doesn't catch you up on anything that happened in Spartan Ops. Like, most people don't know that Requiem has been sucked into the sun or whatever happened to it.
Right, yep. Nobody, that's not, it might have been a throwaway line. I have no idea.
It wasn't. Not mentioned. Then the main guy leading the Covenant is dead within 5 minutes, so it's like, who are we fighting?
And somehow, yeah, exactly. And somehow that faction is still fighting for St. Helios?
Jim, just imagine Sauron and Saruman take both of them out in the first 5 minutes of Return of the King, and then they're still fighting orcs the whole time. You're like, who are they fighting? Why is this happening? And then it turns out Gandalf is the main enemy. I think that's more accurate, actually. And then it's like, wait, why? Why does he all of a sudden want to kill everybody? He was a good guy. What happened?
Oh my god!
I like that you were able to put it in Lord of the Rings terms for Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make. It's like, who wrote this?
And then now, when you're walking into Halo 6, everything's broken, everything's scattered, everything's everywhere, and now you're trying to put it all together and appease to all of these fans.
Right.
While you're still pushing out 3 books a year, that is continuing the story.
And the fact that they had Master Chief and Arbiter do their reunion in a book, bro. Ugh.
That's in a book?
It's in a book.
Oh my lord.
God.
Yeah, you know how at the end of Halo 5, Master Chief is flying in the Pelican, he gets back and he sees Halsey, and it's like this moment?
Right.
So in a book, Master Chief hangs out with the Arbiter, and they're like, I mean, they're not actually doing this, but you get the vibe that they're like sitting next to each other, smoking cigarettes and like around the campfire, just kind of catching up on old tales, like old stories. Like it was very like they're just hanging out and they're just buds.
Sitting there
they catch
singing
up on
the
everything.
campfire song.
Yeah, and
the
it's like,
CAMPFIRE song.
why isn't this in a game? Why aren't we seeing these two in a game come back together? Why is this in a book, man? Why is this in a book?
And that's probably going to be the thing that they're going to skip over in the game as well. There's going to be a time jump, right? If I'm correct, 2 years or something.
Yeah. Of course, they're skipping years again, dude. They're going to want to kill off Master Chief, and when they do, I'm going to be upset. Like, why do we keep jumping years ahead? Can't we just jump a couple months? Can't you do the same thing in a couple months that you do in a couple years?
Oh my god.
But anyway, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay.
I'm worried, bro. I'm worried. You know that.
You're getting me more worried as this podcast goes on.
Well, I'm not trying to like encourage it. I'm just, for my opinion, I'm just worried. That's all.
They just have from what you're hearing from RealMistry and from what I'm hearing from you, they have to tie together. And Mystery, you just said this, but I think
RealMistry made a really good point.
I think it's worth repeating. There's so much that they have to tie together. So many different fan bases that they have to appease and appeal to. Like, how are you going to attract new players, let alone try and attract your returning players from the other Halos? Like, how do you do all of that? And then you're going to go totally down on Battle Royale when that's like the most what's the plan? Let me ask you a question. Mystery, do you think Bonnie Ross and the heads at 343 are done after Halo Infinite if it's not a big success?
That's tough to answer because I don't know how much they actually contribute to everything, and I don't know how much Microsoft values them as employees.
I mean, look, at this point, 343 has had Halo franchise as long as Bungie had it.
Right, but also a lot of the ex-Bungie employees are now making their way to Halo Infinite. Like Joseph Staten was one of the big ones, right?
Look, dude, they better put that guy on the stage. If they put him on the stage, I'll eat up anything he says.
Right, so, I mean, if it turns bad, but I guess maybe if there is a 7 after this point, then maybe they can get Joseph Staten to actually put a plan together. I don't know, but I don't know how many more chances Halo will have. I think that Jimmy has said something very similar to that, and that echoes my feelings. Like, it was almost like Halo 4 came out and was like, okay, this was just good enough to make a Halo 5. Halo 5 came out and it was like, okay, this is a lot better, but we really need Halo Infinite to do, I mean, at the time you thought it was going to be Halo 6, but we really need the next one to really be the one. You know, it's like, how many times are we going to come out with a game that's maybe slightly above average when we're waiting for the one that's going to blow us away?
Right.
let's all breathe our sighs of
really.
This has been a stressful episode for some people.
This is stressful. I'm stressed out.
Well, I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's not your fault, trust me. It's Jimmy's fault. Okay, why don't we go ahead and I don't know.
What?
RealMistry, give me your what's like one thing, if you could get one thing from Halo Infinite, right? Halo Infinite, let's say 343 is listening right now, and for some reason they have plenty of time to change whatever you want, okay? And they're thinking to themselves, you know what? We really like RealMistry, and whatever he wants us to do, this one thing, we're going to do it. What's the one thing that you want in Halo Infinite?
Can I have a second to think about that?
Yeah, you can. Jimmy, you go ahead, because I know it's
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale. Battle Royale. It's called Battle Royale.
Instantly Battle Royale.
And also to make vehicles a little bit more fun.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I want the Warthog to fly all over the place again.
I seen a art. Apparently, they're gonna have the Brutes vehicles. What the hell were they called? They're like motorcycles.
Choppers. Yeah. Oh, the Prowlers.
Choppers. Or the choppers,
they're bringing them back.
Yeah, the Brutes basically look like a biker gang. I mean, they really do. You know, real big, kind of menacing looking. You know, it's like they got all the hair and all the beards. They do. They're like a biker gang, and they're like Space's biker gang.
Chopper?
Huh?
Did you like the Chopper?
Oh, dude, the Chopper was so much fun.
think so?
Dude, being able to boost it into a vehicle and then just watch it explode was so much fun.
Yeah, I guess the Halo 3 version was good.
Well, that's the only version that exists.
I thought Halo 4 had it too.
No, dude.
Okay, my bad.
Dude, Halo 4 barely had a functioning Warthog.
All right, so they are bringing the choppers back. I know that.
I would imagine so, yeah.
I mean,
we haven't seen brutes in a while.
True. Very true.
Since Halo 3.
Except since Halo 3 Halo Wars 2.
Well, I guess they were in Reach.
Halo Reach as well, yeah.
Yeah, so never mind. We've seen them recently. Just not in Halo 4 or Halo 5.
Not in a first-person shooter.
I want a comprehensive, not comprehensive. I want a feature of multiplayer that focuses around clan matches, including clan matchmaking, and then sort of like tournament style playoff matchmaking at the end of every month, as like a fun way to keep your clan, excited to play and give them, achievements or trophies based on, coming in that matchmaking playoff bracket that I've talked about before. I might make a video. I should make a video on this for what I want. But that,
like an arena mode or something.
It's all right. So here's the idea, right? You and your clan all have a shared rank in clan matchmaking, right? So like there's you can call it like, I don't know, but like a 4v4 and an 8v8 where you're only allowed to enter with other members of your clan, and the teams that you go against are all another clan as well. So there's a ranking system that's devised. Okay, let's take Halo 5 rankings real quick, right? You got gold, silver, gold, diamond, platinum, whatever, like those ranks. Okay, so at the end of the month you end up in one of those divisions, right? There's an onyx division, there's a diamond division, there's a platinum division, there's a gold division, a silver division. Okay. Then over the course of 3 days, there's a sort of different matchmaking style that's set up where it looks like you're in a bracket with 8 other teams, okay? But it's really just you in the quarterfinals. And you go into matchmaking and you play against another clan also going into matchmaking in their playoff run or whatever. If you win, then you go to your semifinals, right? And then you play in the semifinals, and you're basically going into matchmaking, and you're just going in to regular matchmaking, or you're going into matchmaking against another clan that's also like during their tournament thing or whatever. But the idea is like everybody's trying to play, but you don't have to worry about setting up 8 teams that have to coordinate schedules or whatever. You can just do it through the matchmaking system. But on your end, it looks like you're going through a bracket. So then if you win 4 games in a row, boom, you get a trophy, you get an achievement, you get a nice little emblem or whatever. But it's just like a fun thing to try and work towards and go after that your whole community can get behind. And if you're a streamer or if you're making YouTube videos or whatever, you can bring people in from your community to help you play. It can be like a fun, exciting thing for the whole community to do. You can do 4v4 and 8v8. Like, it just seems like a very, like, we basically had that in Halo 2. Not the playoff thing. I stole that off of the NHL series. But the whole idea of clan matchmaking was something that I thought was so much fun in Halo 2. And I feel like with that added kind of like faux tournament style thing at the end of every month, like that would be like a fun thing to kind of bring your community in and around. And I feel like Halo needs more things to bring people in community to play with each other, because I really think that at the core, if you think about the success that Halo 2 had and success that Halo 3 had, a lot of it was based on, and you hear all the stories of, yeah, dude, my friends and I, we all got together, we went over each other's friends' houses and we did LAN parties. Or I got on Halo 3 and I was playing with the same guys from Jamaica who I was playing with, you know, we played the whole, like, it's always community based. And I think that you need systems in place that way communities can really thrive with what they're doing in your game. And so that's just my thought for what they can do in multiplayer.
Dang it.
Get at me, daddy.
So something similar to that of like the Call of Duty has their 3v3 tournament mode or something like that on matchmaking.
Oh, do they?
I think it's something similar to that. Okay. They have like their own, I think it's like 3v3s, and it does have like that tournament bracket looking thing. Okay. And you have like, I think it's like a minute or a couple of minutes to like search or something like that in there, and then they'll just throw you into a huge like arena or whatever.
That's
and then
exactly
from there,
yeah, that sounds exactly like what I'm talking about.
It's just like a bunch of like 3-minute countdowns you'll start seeing, and then you can pop in.
Exactly.
I mean, if you quit, they have this whole like, you want to chicken out, and if you do quit, like they'll have like a chicken clucking sound.
Yeah, that sounds exactly what I'm talking about. Like, base it on matchmaking, so you don't have to worry about coordinating with a whole bunch of other people. All you have to do is coordinate with your own teammates, and go in and play some games.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be pretty good for a hardcore competitive. Like,
try and win that 4 in a row.
There you go. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Or do your big team battle where you can kind of get everybody involved. And yeah, you're right. It's definitely geared more towards the competitive people. But I really think that like that would still, especially when you have the different divisions, like you don't have to worry about being the best, right? It's like, can you just be good enough to beat 4 other platinum leveled clans? You know what I mean? So it's like you actually have a real chance to win, even if you're not the most competitive people.
Right. That could be very interesting to see. I mean, I'd give it a shot.
I like to see that. RealMistry, what is it you want to see from Halo Infinite?
So I had a couple thoughts actually. One of the biggest things for me is I am tired of fighting bullet sponges.
Oh yeah.
Like I enjoyed playing, Halo 3 over and over again just because it was fun to fight the brutes.
Yeah.
Right. They were both menacing at the same time as fun to fight, and that's a very thin line to walk.
Right.
Right. Now you got the Prometheans, and lately I just feel like I'm literally shooting into a sponge.
Shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting.
Until something happens.
The Warden Eternal, which is basically just, can I just unload all my clips into this guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's boring.
I mean, for me, that wasn't fun. It is not making me come back and play over and over again.
Right.
I like the interesting dynamics of the Covenant, where you have the grunts and they're a little cowardly, but they're brave when they're together. You have the jackals, which is a whole different, you have to shoot the hand and then shoot the head so then you can get so you can kill them. Right. The brutes, when you piss them off, they start charging at you.
Right.
Right, like that kind of stuff.
The hunters, you have to make that little dodge and then shoot them in the back.
Right, yeah, like there was all this different dynamics. I don't know how they can do it with the Prometheans, but and they had a pretty solid start with Halo 4, and like the whole camaraderie. I can't even say the word camaraderie with the Watchers watching over like the Knights and the Crawlers at the same time. Right. And then I like that in Halo 5, they updated fighting the Knights, but you have to rip apart some of the armor in order to... That was fine.
Yeah.
But when you're fighting things like the Warden, you're just seeing floating metal and fighting floating metal.
You're literally just shooting this guy over and over and over and over and over. And I want you to think of real quick. Think about, like, it's not exactly a 1-for-1. But think about the Scarabs in Halo 3 versus the Warden Eternal. Like, you could spend all this time shooting out the Scarab's legs and trying to kill everybody on the Scarab, or you can jump on, get to the weak spot, blow it up, and it's like, it wasn't a bullet sponge. It was, hey, here's how you destroy it, and now how you want to destroy it is up to you. The Warden Eternal is legitimately just keep shooting, just keep shooting, just keep shooting, just keep shooting. It's boring. It's a boring enemy to fight.
I mean, they didn't do in Halo 5. They didn't do the other thing justice either. They had a scarab-looking thing. I forgot the Kraken. Was it called the Kraken?
One Kraken, and it was kind of like, I don't know. It felt underwhelming, even though it was this giant thing. It was a giant thing.
Yeah, right. I mean, when you're playing Halo 3, and sorry for constantly comparing it to that, but Halo 3, when Bungie was making the campaign, they were throwing everything at you.
Right.
At one point, you're fighting 2 Scarabs at once.
Right. Yeah.
Just to stop you from stopping the Prophet of Truth from turning the key, they threw everything. You had a tank lined up with a Warthog and a Mongoose. You could have picked anything you want. You could have picked your poison. Go forward, go through that valley, fight all the brutes on the way. Right, and then you can pick. Do you want to go with the tank to fight the two Scarabs that pop down?
Right.
Do you want to grab the Hornet and use the Hornet to fight the 2 Scarabs? Do you want to
take your Warthog and try and fly off the little ramps on the edge of the cliff to try and land on the Scarab? Right, adding like another fun element.
Right. I want to see more of that kind of stuff, but I also want to see more. I don't want to research. I want them to tell me, and I want this in dialogue and such, like, what's going on? Please. Make it make sense. Give me a plan. Give me like a story that's actually going on here.
You know what, dude? It's very reminiscent of like the newest Star Wars trilogy, isn't it? It's like each one just seems so separate. Halo 4 seems so different from Halo 5. And it's like the Star Wars movies were like the same thing. Like you get these different directors and different writers, and it's just like there is and this just came, I mean, it was kind of confirmed way before, but like just even again recently confirmed with some stuff J.J. Abrams has been saying, there was no plan in the beginning of what they were going to do. They were like, we're going to make a trilogy, but like there was not a cohesive story from start to finish for the new trilogy. And it just reminds me of Halo. It's like from the start of Halo 4, maybe they had ideas for what they were going to do. In fairness to them, maybe they changed, but it seems like just looking at the beginning of Halo 4 and looking at, like, they called it a trilogy, Halo 4, 5, and 6, and then they got rid of the whole trilogy thing, and they're like, no, this is a saga.
Right.
It's like, okay, I guess that plan went out there. So it's like, they're not sticking to a plan, one. Hey, real quick, did you see the concept art for the damaged, what was it? The damaged Didact? The Halo 5 concept art? Like, clearly they went in a different direction with Halo 5, because at one point they had a Didact returning with like a cane, like he was broken and damaged.
No way.
Did you see that? Yeah.
I did not see that.
Google that. Let me see if I can pull that up on Google real quick. Google Halo 5 old Didact.
All right, while you're Googling that,
Concept art.
going on to plans, Jimmy, you could relate to this. Marvel had a plan.
Ooh, okay.
Right? You know, the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, where there was like the plan was to build up to Thanos.
There was an idea.
There you go. See?
Sorry.
Sorry, you were quiet for a while, and I was like, let me cue you in so we could talk about Marvel, which is something that was mentioned earlier that you like.
Yeah, I love Marvel.
Right, you enjoy the MCU movies, but there was a plan.
Yes,
throughout phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. When I look back at Avengers 2 now, things make a bit more sense to me after the fact.
Yeah.
Because now they started connecting things to make Avengers 2. Because remember when it came out, it was not that popular.
100%, I agree.
Everyone liked Avengers 1 more, right? And it wasn't that great. And for me right now, Infinity War is still my favorite,
I
movie.
agree. I'm with you right there.
Right, because like for me, Endgame is just, it's an event movie. That's all it is. Endgame is an event movie where they're just appeasing to the fans. Right. But there was a plan throughout. The plan was to lead up to Thanos.
Right.
Is something that can be done in the Halo universe.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Plan, and I think that's something that Halo 6 needs to start now. I guess if they can pick up the pieces and put it together, Halo Infinite can do it.
I agree.
I hope so. All right, if you guys go to Google and you type in Halo 5 old Didact concept art and then click on images, the first thing that you see is an abandoned Halo 5 concept art piece that was posted on Reddit, and it's clearly the Didact, damaged, sort of destroyed in like this kind of like cape hooded thing, and it's like clear they just kind of abandoned whatever idea they were going to go with.
How do you spell Didact?
Didact. It actually looks It actually looks kind of badass when you think about it.
It looks incredible.
Right. So
also, I don't know, did he die or is he actually like what?
So in the comic, he didn't die. He came back, and then dude, this should have been Halo 5. The Didact comes back because he didn't die. He went through like the composer thing, but he didn't die. He went through like slip space or whatever. He was damaged, whatever. He comes back, and then Blue Team is basically fighting him because, like, Didact, I think, kills another Spartan team. Anyway, so they end up on a Halo somehow fighting. And ready for this? Master Chief somehow talks to, like, the local construct. And Jimmy, you're going to love this.
Yes.
They take a portion of the Halo, and the construct, the AI or the monitor or whatever, takes that piece of the Halo and basically detaches it from the entire Halo, and this piece is carrying the Didact, and it either goes into the sun or crashes down on a planet, whatever it is, basically ends up killing the Didact. But it's just, imagine playing, do you remember that one level, Jimmy, on Halo 2 where you're the arbiter and you cut the cables for that.
Oh my god, yeah.
Station and
that
the
was
whole thing.
awesome.
Just imagine being on a Halo and a piece of it just starts dropping. And then you're just watching the sky and you're going through the atmosphere or whatever. And then like it just blows up, and just kills the Didact that way. I believe that's what happened in the campaign. It was something very similar to that. I remember a Halo detaching. So it was like kind of like a cool way to kill him and whatever. You can keep bringing him back if you want.
Something similar to that happened in Halo Wars 2 as well.
They might have taken the idea and put it into Halo Wars 2. Oh, that's right. Didn't they suck the Banished out into the space, or they like got rid of the atmosphere?
Yeah, literally. That was, spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah, spoiler alert for a game that came out 5 years ago.
I don't know if Jimmy was planning on playing it or not.
No, he's not.
It's an incredible, for the record, it's an incredible moment that you should be able to experience without not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There's that, and same with another part. There's a couple of parts where you should be able to watch that. I mean, the cutscenes alone in Halo Wars 2 are phenomenal.
Beautiful. They are beautiful. Right. But yeah, dude, I'm with all of you guys. I like all of your I like all of your ideas. I really do.
Can I make a bold statement?
Is it really a bold statement when it's the same one you've made before?
What do you think I'm gonna say?
I don't know. Halo needs to change. Halo needs to change. It needs to change. It needs
Halo
a battle royale.
Evolve? What is it?
Halo. If they don't come out of the battle royale, Halo. This is the last Halo.
If they don't have a battle royale.
If they don't have a battle royale or something brand new that's separate from what they've been doing,
you're going to get something brand new. And Halo 5 came out with Warzone, which was brand new. So like, what do they really need to do, Jimmy? What do they need?
No Warzone shit in Halo 5. Sorry, I don't. That sucked.
Wait, but Warzone's battle royale in Call of Duty.
No, I know. But,
I'm sorry, I'm arguing semantics here.
But like when I think
which Warzone don't we want? Jimmy?
When I think Warzone, I think battle royale.
Right.
So
you're saying battle royale or something else that blows us away or the game dies?
Yeah. Correct.
I think there's a strong enough fan base that are going to keep playing the campaign that will get more Halo. But how much money and time goes into the next Halo, I think will be dependent on how this one does. Or somebody's job will be lost, I think. That's
a lot of different options that could happen. I was going to say, what happens if they do a battle royale and that fails?
Ooh.
Kind of like, what was it, Call of Duty Black Ops 4? They had a battle royale that was thrown out of nowhere.
They didn't do that
well.
It was
rushed.
You're right. It was rushed.
Probably build off of that. If they do it right.
Well, I think we can all agree at the end of the day, whatever they do, it needs to be quality. It needs to be well balanced. It needs to be well done, and it needs to give us an experience that we haven't gotten in Halo before yet, or an experience, probably an experience that we haven't had in Halo yet. If you're going to try and bring new players into it, I don't know if I agree with that.
What?
Sorry, are you referring to Battle Royale, or are you referring to something else?
I'm just referring in general. Like, does Halo really need, like, I don't know. I guess I was thinking at first Halo needs to do something new that we haven't seen before. And that's probably right. But I think whatever they do at the end of the day, it needs to work right? Like we can't have like a Halo 5 again where we release a quarter of the game at launch, right? Like we need all of it we need Forge to be there. We need all of the aspects of Halo. We need it to be there. We don't want the game to come out and then the rest of the game kind of come out a little bit after. We need the whole game there at the start. Whatever is there needs to be fine-tuned. It needs to be polished. It needs to be well oiled. It needs to work right. We need a story that brings everything we just need all of it to work.
Hard shoes to fill, eh?
Hard shoes to fill, dude.
Yep.
But at a certain point, you just have to, I think you have to look at management and you have to look at the leaders and you have to go, are they cut out for it?
I'm very curious on Sunday. I'm actually I have a plan to watch, so.
I'll be working, but I'll be, I won't be watching it during work, but I will, how do I word this, Jimmy?
Do you have workers that listen to the podcast?
Yeah, I have some friends, yes, who listen to it. I will use my lunch break and my other breaks appropriately, and during those, I will be on YouTube watching.
Fair enough. All right.
I think I can get away with saying that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly won't watch the whole thing start to finish because that's an hour and I only have 15 minutes of breaks and I can't pile them on top of each other like that. And I certainly won't be watching it while I'm working because I can't do that.
What time is it on Sunday?
I think
11 Eastern?
No, I think it's 1.
No, I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern
1 p.m.
Standard
Eastern time. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy, do we have any listener questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me pull it up.
You pull it up real quick.
If anyone has them in the live chat too, please, because we only have 2 listener questions.
Great. Well, let's read the listener questions. Real Mystery, this is the portion of the podcast which I think you've heard before, but this is where we do listener questions.
Say what?
Say what? And yeah, so be prepared.
So Kylie is asking if we have a friend warning for each other before.
Wait. Is this the question?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
She's asking if we have a friend warning for each other before introducing each other to someone new.
I do. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we do.
Yeah. Wait, do we warn each other or do we warn the friend?
Each other. We talk amongst ourselves, right?
Yeah, I gave you a heads up about Real Mystery.
Right.
A little bit.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm trying to
be honest, was he smack talking about me?
I think no, but just kind of like just trying like
this is what you're in for. Did I live up to that expectation, by the way?
I will say, Real Mystery, I think that the chemistry that the 3 of us have had, I think surprisingly well. Yeah, I think this has actually been a really great podcast.
Because I put the mystery in chemistry. I'm sorry, guys. It's a cringy joke. I know.
All right, on that note, I'm out. That's actually really funny. I was not ready for that. No, but I think like I having gone through the podcast now, I realized I did not have to say anything to Jim before we started the podcast, but I basically told him Mystery like our background a little bit, how we know each other, and then like just a little bit about your personality, right? Like you're more energetic and you're more lively, and then
because I'm like I have no filter sometimes, so I have to I don't know how people are, so I have to establish that with myself before we talk to people.
Right, exactly.
All right, Jimmy, did I live up to that expectation?
No, you're great. I love this. This is awesome.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have you back, and we're gonna force you to do it if you don't want to do it voluntarily.
And it's not like everybody other people suck. It's just I don't
No, other people suck. You can be honest.
Yeah. Well, it's just a matter of I guess chemistry in terms of being able to talk to. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
There's some people who you have to be careful what you talk about or how you talk about things.
Yes,
and I'm not saying that this is the case with you, Real Mystery, but I'm just saying in general, if I were to introduce Jim to a friend of mine from work, I would make sure there were certain topipics that did not come up, and I would say, "Hey, Jimmy, you don't want you to talk about this or this or this or this or this."
Right.
And I'd probably tell the other friend, "Hey, dude, don't talk about this or this or this or this, please."
Just juggling in there.
And most of it
mediating everything.
Most of it is just the typical cultural politics shit that we just try to stay away from.
Okay, yeah. So. All right, let's get to the next question.
Moving on.
Oh wait, Mystery, do you do that with your friends? Do you give each other? Do you warn people when you introduce people to people?
No, not necessarily, because I'm Canadian. Friends are Canadian, and we're polite. I think.
Right, so you don't have to worry about a bunch of jerks.
We're allegedly polite. That's just the way it works. We have an IV bag that's attached to us. We got a bunch of maple syrup going down, and that's what's going through our veins. That's why we're all energetic and hyper.
Right? I actually really like that.
We're so cool. We live in igloos.
That's really funny. All right, Jimmy, what's the next question?
The one was already asked. I'm going to move on to the next one. They said, would you prefer...
What would you prefer? Do the other one. We'll change it.
The other one was... what are you hoping to see from E3 this weekend?
Let's make it non-Halo.
Non-Halo?
Something
because
non-Halo
we
for
spent
E3?
an entire podcast talking about what we want from Halo and what we're thinking about with Halo and E3. So let's do, what's one thing that you want to see from E3 that's not Halo?
Do we know if Gears of War is going to be there?
They're not going to be.
No, because of Halo this year?
No, because I think they came out and they said, hey, you're not going to see anything from us for a while. We're working on something.
Okay. All right, then.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But you could still say that you want that.
Right. I was going to say, because like Microsoft has now a lot more properties on their hands. It's going to be great to be able to see other games come out now.
They will.
Maybe even possible crossovers. I don't know.
I'm totally down for Halo and Doom. I really are. Jimmy, what do you want to say?
I don't know. I'm really excited for the Battlefield, mainly because they added more players and dynamic weather, and they focus on vehicles, which is like all me. So, and you can have wingsuits too, apparently.
Yeah, but don't they need to do something new, Jim? Don't they need to change it up? Aren't they doing the same thing every single game?
Shit.
Wait, dude. That's the one I was definitely looking forward to.
That's fine. You can leave it at that if you want, unless you have something else.
I don't know any other really games that are coming out on Xbox. No, I don't know any other game. I'm waiting for more. I'm waiting for a good Total War game. But that's on PC, so.
I really want to see more of State of Decay 3. The little trailer that we got last year kind of had me excited because it seems like they're really putting a lot of effort and work into this game, and I really enjoyed State of Decay, and I really enjoyed my time with State of Decay 2. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with State of Decay 3 because it looks like it's going to be more survival. It looks a little bit more intense from the cinematic trailer that we got. So I'm excited to see kind of what we're going to get with that game. And I don't know if that game's going to come out this year or next year, but whatever they do with it, it looks like they're pouring a lot more money into it. So I'm very excited to see what they do with Halo 3. What am I talking about? State of Decay 3.
Real quick, can I add one more game that I'm looking forward to on Xbox?
Sure.
I don't know when the hell they'll do it. But,
and Tunic. I really want to play Tunic. Go ahead.
Tunic. Oh. I am really looking forward to the next Grand Theft Auto. I don't know how the hell that's going to look, but I don't and when that will be. But I think that would be.
I think I heard it's going to be 1980s.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw like someone made a fan-made trailer on TikTok, and I thought it was a real trailer, and I was so hype about it. Yeah. And it had 80s music, like the because I think Stranger Things, not Stranger Things. There was some type of song, a newer song that had like 80 type theme to it that they had in front of it. So
was it Retrowave?
No, it was a rap song. I forget the hell it's called.
Oh, that's like the genre. Is it Retrowave? Synthwave. Sorry, Synthwave is the genre.
Maybe
it's like all the Dr. Disrespect music.
Yes. I am highly looking forward to a Grand Theft Auto. Dude, I played the hell out of that game when it first came out. I mean, you lived with me during that time. That was fun.
Dude, you're right. That is wild to think about, bro. I lived with you when we played the current Grand Theft Auto game. That's wild to think about.
It's crazy, bro.
It is crazy.
But that's all.
We probably won't see anything at E3 from Grand Theft Auto. Sorry, buddy. Rockstar, I don't think announces anything at E3.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Usually they will leak something, like usually like a map or something like that, and then like the game comes out like 2 months later.
What about games like the Suicide Squad game that was supposed to be coming out from was it Rocksteady?
I'm not into superheroes. I'm not into Marvel. I'm not into DC. I'm not into Suicide Squad. I'm not into the Good Team Squad, the Justice League, the Avengers. I am so not a superhero person. I've tried, dude. I've tried to get into the movies. I could care less about Suicide Squad. I don't know. Are you guys into that? Are you excited for that?
I'm curious about it because it's the same developer that made the Batman Arkham franchise.
Right.
And that's held highly.
High quality games from what I understand.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with a team now of people.
I will say Batman is my favorite superhero. He's just a rich guy. You know, I really love that. Same thing with Iron Man. Iron Man and Batman are my two favorite superheroes. Easy.
That's fair.
Easy.
I hate Batman.
Well, you know what, dude? There's a lot of things that are wrong with you, and that's one of them. You just add that right to the list. No, dude. You go ahead and hate Batman, the coolest superhero.
Iron Man's badass.
Why do you hate Batman?
It's just this is silly.
Silly.
Yeah, like Batman. Like what? Who wants to be a bat?
Dude, he took the thing that was his own personal hell, and then identified with it to become more of a monster, to become more powerful. He embraced his inner monster in order to do something and change the world in a way that he needed and wanted.
Yeah, that's not good. It's stupid.
Dude, it's so deep philosophically. What are you talking about?
I'm messing. You're right. It's all right. The Dark Knight I liked.
Like, think about what you're scared of the most, and then just imagine embracing that into your identity, bro. Dude, it's like that one song. I forget what the song. But the one dude talks about like being scared to go to hell, and then he's like, yeah, but then I realized I was the devil. It's like, ooh, damn, I like that. Right? It's like embrace the monster within. Oh, God, I just love that.
But bats were his personal hell?
Yeah, dude, he fell in a well, okay? And bats scared him, so he was traumatized as a kid.
The bats scared him or falling in the well scared him?
No. Well, that probably scared him too, but the bats in the well scared him.
So why did he embrace like a well man?
He becomes a well man and just
how did I know you were gonna go there?
And just throws all these criminals into a well.
Damn it.
Oh shit, the well man got me. And the cops just basically set up all these wells throughout the city that they check every night.
Oh my God. He digs wells in people's backyards for them.
Bro, he just constantly digs these holes that people fall into. Like that's how he tries to capture criminals. He like looks where they're walking, and then he's just like, all right, let me dig this real quick. And then he builds a well real quick, and then they fall into it.
Oh my God.
Darkseid's falling into the well. Oh my God, it's my kryptonite.
All right, did we all answer that question? What's the next one?
That's all I got.
There's a third
wait,
question.
no. Hold on. There's it says, what would you prefer Sam's name to be? From Samsung, the new the girl, the avatar.
Oh, like an alternate name for her?
Go ahead, RealMistry. What's your answer?
Oh dear Lord, I wouldn't.
Jimmy, what's your answer?
Stephanie?
That creates the same problem with anybody who dated a Stephanie.
Yeah,
like,
but
nobody has dated a Cortana. So the Microsoft AI thing is like safe, dude, because no one's ever been named a Cortana in the history of names until probably after 2001.
The unfortunate thing about Cortana is that you don't have the voice of Jen Taylor voicing Cortana.
Yeah, and she's evil now too. So is it like, do you really want to make the AI? Do you really want to make the AI for your operating system this character who went evil and decided to try and imprison everybody? Like, that'd be like a company calling like their software Skynet. It's like, let's not name it Skynet because
oh my God,
let's not name all of our robots Skynet. You know, like, that seems like a bad idea for publicity.
Terrifying. That's the name though, Stephanie. That's all I got.
Let me think here for a second. What's the name that I would want Samsung to change their chick to?
Oh, like Wilma or something. Oh, Wilma's from, what the hell is that from?
Scooby-Doo.
Oh no, yeah, Scooby-Doo. I don't know. What are some shitty girl names? Kylie's one of them. You could do Kylie.
Oh, that's so messed up, dude.
That's rude.
That's so rude. So rude.
I know she's listening. That's why I said it.
So rude. I would want the name.
Oh, you're about to get it, Jimmy.
Not you.
Read the chat. You're about to get it.
I hope she didn't hear.
Yeah, there's a bunch of wows in the chat. Wow, dude. Wow. I would want the name of the Samsung chick to be. How about Haley?
Haley.
Yeah, here's the thought behind that. The AI in 2001: A Space Odyssey is Hal, H-A-L. So just add some more letters. Haley. I like that.
That's genius, actually.
But he kind of also goes evil in that. So I feel like that might also be a bad name.
Well, damn it.
There's no good computers who are, peaceful. I'll go with Mandy. I'll make Mandy my Samsung chick name, so that way, that would really confuse my wife though if I was like Mandy, Mandy. My wife would be like, "What?" I'm like, "No, I'm talking to my phone."
So silly. Oh my god, that's all I have for you though, bro. Question wise, I'm sorry.
All right, bro. Well, I guess look, that brings us kind of to our end here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anything else on your mind, Jimmy? You want to talk about real quick?
Not really. Besides, my lumber price is up, but that's it.
Go ahead and mention that. What's up with your lumber prices?
My lumber prices, from the math I did, are up 280%.
Yeah, bro. There's that inflation John going on.
It's some heavy inflation happening. I don't know how people are affording things. I just don't understand.
They're stealing them. You should just steal it from your Home Depot.
So to build just to put it out there, to build a 10 by 12 shed.
By the way, I feel like I don't need to say this, but I probably should. Don't steal anything. That was just a stupid joke. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I know.
I know you know, but I don't want to get sued by some guy who has his stuff stolen.
Shed, bro. $2,300 plus tax just for all the wood. Just for all the wood. Whereas a year ago, you're looking at maybe $800, $700 with tax. Yes, it's insane. I don't know what. I guess because COVID's backed up and on top of inflation because the government's spending a lot of money, but it's crazy right now. I should
try and sell Planky because he's 250% more valuable now.
Yes, I'm telling you, bro.
Are you gonna ask him if he wants to be sold?
I haven't brought him in on this podcast yet. I don't know if anyone's really ready for that.
Hey, Planky, do you want to be sold?
Dude, I ain't trying to get sold, buddy. I'm not gonna say it. Don't sell me, bro. Oh, Jesus, Planky, dude, you're always about to say something that's gonna get me in trouble. How dare you? Okay, so that's on your mind. RealMistry, what's going on, dude? What you got? Anything you want to say?
Are we wrapping up, or is that just
we're wrapping up? These are last thoughts. These are last thoughts.
The last thoughts. Well, last thoughts are, I very much appreciate the opportunity of coming on.
Oh, you got it, buddy. You got it.
Really, really appreciate it. It's nice meeting Jimmy, and it's also nice meeting some of the viewers.
It's okay meeting Jimmy. Said anything. Yeah. I haven't.
I haven't exactly said much in the chat, but I've been trying to keep up.
That's okay.
I'm not a multitasker.
I always tell Jim to ignore the chat.
I don't ever listen to him.
They try and troll him, and they really get him going, dude. It's actually kind of funny sometimes. I'm like, dude, just ignore the chat. But yeah, dude, no, I think we loved having you, and we would love to have you back. And I'm sorry, I interrupted what you were saying, so if there's anything else you want to say, go ahead.
I think the last couple things I was probably going to say is I'll probably just plug away. That way we can kind of wrap up.
Save the plugging for a second. We'll do that at the very end. I'm going to say whatever is on my mind, and then we'll do all the plugging and all the wrap up and everything like that. The real wrap up.
All right.
But yeah, dude, we loved having you for sure, and I would love to have you back if you want to come back, bro. We would love to have you again. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, on my mind, I have 3 moles that have now kind of gotten raised on my arm, so I'm going to check out a doctor and make sure that my arm is okay. But that is on my mind. I also got stung by a bee today, which was annoying.
Oh, so did you just try getting like the vaccine twice and then get stung by a bee the third time? Is that what happened? You got part 1 and part 2 at the same time, and then the third one was a bee?
No, these are different spots on the back of my tricep. I don't know where they're putting the vaccine, but these are not vaccine related. This is. Well,
I'm sure they'll put the vaccine wherever you want. So back to the tricep. Is that what you said?
No, this is being out in the sun too much, probably related. But I gotta get those checked out. So if you guys pray, then go ahead and pray that my doctor appointment goes well. If you don't pray, then send your good vibes my way.
I'll do that for you.
That's it for last thought. Now, Jimmy, I don't want your vibes, okay? Because I don't know what you're gonna send me, dude. You know.
As long as you keep it wrapped up, it's all good.
You've been waiting for that, okay? You made the joke, no one reacted, and now you're gonna say it.
You made that joke before? I didn't even hear it. That's so annoying.
That's why I said it again, because he didn't hear it. Thank you.
All right, Jimmy, what do you got going on, buddy? What's up?
I will be starting clearing out my property, the ranch, within this month sometime, hopefully. And I'm starting a YouTube channel on it too as well.
Hey!
Aside from my TikTok. So.
What's your YouTube channel name?
The Wanderer's Post.
The Wanderer's Post.
Yeah, it's a outpost, quote unquote, for the wanderer, which is me, someone who likes to travel. But we will be. It's off-grid property, so it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
I also think that would be a great bar name for like a trail in the middle of like Appalachia or something like that, where it's like, oh, the Wanderer's Post is just up ahead, 10 miles on the other side of the mountain.
And real quick, someone asked me, what am I naming my ranch? And that is a secret until I put the video out. I have a company working on the ranch, the wording or the phrase.
He's going to call it Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley, right?
So Jimmy, I was typing in on YouTube the Wanderer's Post, thinking that maybe you might have started the channel already and get jump start on following. It auto corrected into the Wanderer's Post Apocalyptic, and I was concerned.
Not. I mean,
like auto correcting to having apocalyptic in the name. I don't know what you're planning on doing.
Are you trying to end the world there, Jimmy?
I think he might be a tad bit upset that Battle Royale, if it doesn't come up in Halo, we're gonna be putting apocalyptic at the end there.
That's freaking. I didn't even see that. It all for me is just showing a T, and that's all. It says the Wanderer's Post, and that's a T. I haven't done anything with it yet. I have.
Okay.
I got some videos I gotta edit before I put it up.
Is it T because Google thinks your first name is the?
I guess. Stupid.
All right, I'm gonna go next because there's nothing. I do a podcast every Wednesday called the Red Spartan Halo Podcast. We live stream it on Twitch. This week we did YouTube. I might just keep doing YouTube, but you know, we live stream it. We try and do Twitch, but sometimes we do YouTube. Anyway, join our Discord, because in our Discord we'll put up updates for where the podcast is and what we're doing and everything like that. Otherwise, this podcast goes live every Thursday on your favorite podcast, Johnny's. And I am going to stop saying that I'm going to be doing other things because I just haven't gotten to it yet. When I get to it, I will. We have plans. We have plans. That's all I'll say for right now.
That's good to hear. It's very good to hear. After the whole chat we've had throughout the entire episode, it's good to hear that there's plans being made.
I'm the 343 of Halo podcasts. I'm like, I got all these plans and we're going to tie it together, but we'll see if it happens. RealMistry, what are you up to? Where are you? Where can people find you? We want to know.
This is the part where I plugged myself in, right?
Plug yourself in like the robot you are.
Oh, darn. Anyways, after this podcast is done, I'm probably going to be hopping on Twitch and actually live streaming some Crash Bandicoot, going again on Sunset Vista, which is probably the hardest level to complete, time trial wise. So wish me luck.
See, time traveling, Halo needs it.
Sorry?
I said, see, time traveling, Halo needs it, just like Crash Bandicoot.
No, I think they actually did do that. I don't know. We'll see. One of the other things I actually wanted to, I figured, you know what, this might be a great opportunity to kind of bring up. I miss podcasting. I hate to say it, I miss podcasting.
I was going to ask you if you were going to bring back a little podcast called Let's Talk Halo.
No, I don't plan on doing that, but I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's Talk Halo was the very first podcast I was ever on, and it has a special place in my heart. But go ahead. What do you? Oh,
did you? By the way, did you want the episode that you were featured in? I still have it somewhere. I still have it in my files.
Please.
It's awesome. The System Link party episode that we were talking about. All System Link parties.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
System Link, and then we're talking about how in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare basically ripped off Halo in like 15 different ways.
Right. Yeah. That was your. I think I want to say that was the first time we had a guest on.
Oh.
But if I'm also correct, Ace came over to your house and was recording in person.
Yes, he did.
So...
He got to meet my dog and my wife.
Yeah, there were some logistics to try to figure out how to make this thing work.
It was kind of crazy.
But no, that was a great episode to have recorded. I can, yeah. I gotta dig it up, and I can probably send it your way somehow.
Awesome. But tell me more about podcast. I know that we're in the middle of plugging all your stuff right now, but like I actually wanted to talk to you and ask you about podcasting. What's up, bro?
So, I kind of came up with I think it was a pretty good idea. We'll have to see. I've gotten into
Blue Spartan Halo. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. Just go straight from Let's Talk Halo to a Blue Spartan Halo podcast. Yeah, no. And then we're gonna have like crossover events where it's red versus blue or something. Like,
you'd be way more successful than us, and it would bother the shit out of me, dude.
I don't think that's something I would want to do.
Jimmy might do that just to annoy me. That's something. He doesn't even like Halo. He's gonna start the blue. He doesn't even like Halo. He's just gonna sink thousands of dollars into marketing. Just. All right, I'm sorry. I gotta stop interrupting you, dude. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jimmy's gonna be sitting there like, Battle Royale needs to be in Halo. This is how we can make it work.
It's just every episode is him saying Halo needs to change. It needs to change, and it needs a battle royale. Because if they don't, I'm out. It's gonna die. Halo's die. It's just literally the same thing every episode. 2 years later, it's the same thing. It's gonna be a countdown to when he finally quit. I don't even know if I'm gonna do this next week. And then you come back next week saying the same stuff. The anticipation of whether or not he's gonna record another episode is gonna be the reason why everyone comes back. Oh my god, that's actually really funny. That's a good idea. Oh, dude, that might be the way we end the podcast, Jimmy. Every episode we just go, this might be the last one. I don't know. Maybe we'll be back next week.
That's a good one. I actually like that.
I like that too.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks.
But one of that, like someone who's first watching it for the first time, be like, like it's. Like, I don't know. Kind of would that like put somebody off? You think or no?
Nah. Well, I don't care if it does.
Oh.
It sounds fun to me. So.
Oh my god.
Tune in next time where it may or may not happen. All right. Sorry. Real mystery podcasting. Go. You can see the gears grinding already. Podcasting. So I've been over the pandemic. I've been opening books and reading them. Yeah, that's usually the reaction I get whenever I mention something like that, okay? It's the way you said it, dude. It's like, hey, what do you think about podcast? Well, over this pandemic, I've been opening books and reading them. Tell me what you learned in the books, Real Mystery. Actually, I've been dabbling in starting into the Halo books. Oh. So I kind of figured I'd take the opportunity and maybe sit down and talk about what I thought about the book, of course. Maybe where I could see stories can go in the future. Let's read Halo. Right? Sorry, no.
Oh my god.
Let's read Halo. Bro, your whole brand is just like, let's everything Halo. Yeah, well, I mean, if Halo's pushing out 3 books a month, a year, I might as well. Dude, they have a lot of books, bro. They do have a lot of books, and it's kind of crazy because I was following along all the way up until Contact Harvest came out, and then all of a sudden I'm looking at, okay, how many Halo books are there? There's like 20 plus books now. Yeah, there are. I think there's 23 now. Right, and I feel like there's a lack of like maybe going into that kind of expanded story and like expanded lore and expanded territory over there, and maybe just try to bring it together, give you guys a synopsis, give you guys an idea as to what's going on in the story. Can it be adapted to a movie? Can it be brought into a game? You know, like all that kind of stuff. So you want to spend some time diving into specifically the Halo novels? Yeah, for that, and then maybe go into other game lore. Maybe, I don't know, is there any other novels that are out there for Gears of War? Or so video game novels more generally, not just Halo. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool idea. I like that. So I believe there's Fallout books. I think a lot of gaming franchises have books. Yeah, I've heard there's also Dark Souls books. So
that's wild. Yeah, that's awesome.
That actually sounds really neat. That's what I've been kind of thinking about doing. Calling it Geeks Read 2. Oh, I like that. Is that 2 the number 2, or is that like was there a Geeks Read?
Geeks Read as in like 2 as in as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
I wasn't sure if there was a Geeks Read 1 and this is Geeks Read 2.
Listen, there's the Real Mystery 91 to like 1. Okay. We've dealt with those. I don't want to have to deal with bearing another Geeks Read, okay?
All right, so Geeks Read 2, that's what you're thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. That's the current working title at the moment. I've read through Halo: The Fall of Reach, and I've read through Halo: The Flood, and I'm kind of compiling my notes on maybe what things that I kind of want to talk about right now.
Very cool.
So that's
Nice.
the thing that I'm thinking about,
Okay.
and maybe bringing it to fruition. I figured I'd bring it up to you guys and see what you guys think about that idea.
I think it's a really cool idea. I'm sure that reading video game books is a niche that I don't believe is properly being, I think there's a lot of people who are really into Halo and a lot of people who are really into The Witcher, and these franchises have books, and I'm not sure how many people are going into them and discussing them. And I think that it would be really neat to hear somebody go through them, especially if you're really into the novels.
Right.
And if you're into this kind of extended lore, I think it's an underserved niche, and I think that I like that idea that's what you want to do. I like that.
It also gives me an opportunity to tell everybody that the Master Chief's name is not Halo.
It also gives you that opportunity. That's very true.
Yeah, yeah, because I get that all the time from family.
My favorite character is Halo.
Halo. I have family come up to me and they'll be like, "So who's Halo?"
Yeah, who's Halo? What a weird name. Halo? Why did his parents name him that?
Right. But yeah, so that was like that was a podcast idea that I thought that could come to a fruition, and was hoping maybe at some point I can have some of you guys on.
I've read a lot of the Halo novels, so I would love to help
yeah,
you
and
out
I've
with
heard that, and I thought maybe we can have some fun discussions in that.
Jimmy doesn't know how to read, so I don't know if you'd want to have him on.
Yeah, I can't read, so I'm out.
I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt. If he's able to read Battle Royale, I'm sure he can read any other things.
Jim, I could see you reading a novel that's just all Call of Duty Warzone like stories.
What? Why?
I don't know. I just feel like
Oh my
I feel like you
God.
could read that. You'd be into that. The whole book
yeah,
is
so
like, then he shot the guy, and you're like, I don't know.
But yeah, no. So that's like the working title for like the podcast itself. Hopefully, maybe in the next week or so, I might actually do a recording of an episode and put it up on a YouTube channel or something called the Geeks Read 2 something. Get that up and running. And then lately, I've been spending a lot more time streaming.
Nice.
Got the nice kick in the butt from you. Thank you very much for that one raid that you did a couple of months back.
Oh yeah, dude, you got it, bro. Anytime I see you on, if I'm streaming, bro, I like.
I'm usually what ends up happening is on Wednesdays I stream, but I'm also lurking in the background of your podcast, listening to your podcast.
Oh,
it's
cool.
it's the main reason why I'm not really saying much when I'm listening to your.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so sometimes you'll see in the list, you'll see RealMistry there. It's there.
I purposefully don't look at the list of viewers, and I don't look at the numbers.
Okay.
They used to always throw me off.
That's true.
I started streaming to the point where I would just imagine that there's just 100 people who are watching, and so I would just
that's something I've found out more recently, is that that is the thing that people can do, and I didn't even know that was an option. Right? It's like, because like it's so like stats and stuff is always just there in your face.
Yeah, you really like. I found when I was streaming, and I want to get back to it at some point. I really do. Every time I think about streaming, it makes me sad that I'm not doing it right now. But I loved streaming, and just the beginning and the journey of streaming, and just like beginning to. Just like the journey from 0 to 50 concurrent viewers, I think it's just like such an amazing time. And like, if you're somebody who like gets affected by numbers, like I am, like I can't see them. Like, put them away, get them away from me. I don't want to see the numbers. Let me just imagine there's 100 people in here, and I'm just going to go crazy for those 100 people. And I think that like really worked well for me. If you ever want to talk about streaming, there's some people who I know who currently stream and are I think they are really good people to talk to when it comes to like doing streaming in a way, like I'm trying to think about how to word this, but like not people who started streaming and then everything just worked out for them. You know what I mean? These are people who like consciously made decisions to change things up that then like led to their success that they're having. And one of them's in the chat right now, Katie did 879. She's definitely somebody to talk to if you ever have any kind of questions about streaming. I think she's a great resource, and there's some other people who I know if you ever want to want to get in touch with some more streamers.
Oh, neat. Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. So you're streaming twitch.tv/RealMistry, RealMistry, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And you don't have to worry about any numbers because I got rid of the rest of the people that have the same numbers as me. They're gone. They're non-existent. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
They're gone. I should be announcing this on the internet, but you know, it is what it is.
That's hilarious, actually. All right, I think that brings us to our end here. Real Mystery, we loved having you. Jimmy, as always, it's been okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And I'm going to be honest with you guys here. I don't know if we're going to do another episode. So subscribe, like, comment, and maybe we'll be back next week.
Mystery broke this podcast. God. In Canada.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, dude, it's the outro song, Jimmy. Shut up. Oh my God. What an excellent episode. Seriously, what an awesome episode. I had so much fun.
I didn't even know you were playing the outro music.
Oh no, dude, you're fine. I did it on purpose, like as everything was wrapping up, because I wanted some of the words to bleed over into the music.
So the last words that someone's gonna hear is "Blame Canada."
Yeah, "Blame Canada" was in there, and then Jimmy said something, and then I told him to shut up. So that's actually the end of this.
Freaking funny, man.
That is funny. For everybody who is in the live chat, guys, thank you for being here, and thank you for coming and finding us over on YouTube, even though we're not on Twitch. You know, it's these technical issues is so frustrating. Everything was working. We hit start streaming to Twitch, and it just didn't work.
Real quick, I think we should stick with one thing or the other, though. What do you think about just sticking with YouTube?
What's your thought with that?
I don't know. But you can't really do as much on YouTube as you can Twitch, right?
What do you mean by that?
As far as like the bits and shit you could send to each other and the subscription.
I think YouTube does the same kind of thing. I think you can be something called a member on YouTube, and I think that you can do super chat. Super chat is sort of similar to donating bits, except that it's like a question that pops up. So, so YouTube has their own version of it. Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot more influencers doing YouTube. That's just my. I mean, besides TikTok. But...
I think that I've been doing Twitch just because it has, the people who have been watching over on Twitch. If I do anything, I'd be okay doing Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
Right. I should say a lot of independent like media people. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, there's more things happening on this channel. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's something to...
It seems safer too, like when it like mechanic wise too.
I mean, Twitch has definitely been unreliable at times. I mean, that's how I got started on Mixer. I created a Mixer account because Twitch just wasn't working one day, and we've had to come over to YouTube.
For you, bro.
We've had to come over to YouTube 2 or 3 times as well. So. Yeah,
but Twitch also knows that it's one of the biggest live streaming platforms, right?
It's also very true. When it comes to video games, nobody is more influential, I don't think, in live streaming than Twitch is. And I don't want to lose presence there. So if anything, maybe I'll do both. But
I think doing both could be the safest bet.
And dude, I don't want to keep making transitions. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so Mixer to Twitch, Twitch to YouTube. Like, I don't want to keep doing all that. But I think for the podcast, I would like to do it on both platforms. I think that would be cool.
That could work.
Okay, Jim. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, dude. I was just wondering.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. No, but that's a good question. It has been somewhat unreliable. You know what's really been unreliable is OBS. We gotta get that changed.
I don't know. Have they updated recently or something?
Yeah,
I can't imagine
and
you having that many problems.
I haven't been running into that many issues, honestly, with OBS over the last couple of weeks. That's true. So maybe they fixed whatever issues I was running into.
Because I think the current version of OBS Studio is 27, and that's the newest update.
Yeah, that's what I have right now.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. All right, we're going to end it here. For everybody who tuned into live chat, thank you for being here. We'll be back next week, obviously, with another episode of the Red Spartan Halo podcast. So thank you for being here. Jamie, RealMistry, say goodbye to the live chat. Bye, guys.
Hey, bye. Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Deuces.